their quotes is, find your calm in the chaos.
Yes.
And bro, what better way to find your calm in a fight? That a fight is chaotic the whole time.
Emilio, the honey badger, Urrutia!
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Honey Badger Hour. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Honey Badger Hour podcast. It's your boy, the Badger, and we are back. Don't forget to like and subscribe on the little notification bell below for whenever we release new episodes. You get notified right away. And we are back for the introducing today's guest. Back for the second time, straight out of the 305, representing Freedom Fighters MMA. We got the main event in the house. The big dog getting ready for his first world title, Justin Too Slick Vazquez.
Yes, sir.
What's up, big dog?
Glad to be here again, man.
Hell yeah. Welcome back, my G.
The Honey Badger Hour, baby.
We're still rocking, dog. We're still rocking. Gotta stay consistent, bro. It's been a minute. I'm trying to think. Your last episode was almost 2 years ago, dog. It's been a minute.
Yeah,
you know
just
what I'm
about.
saying?
Yeah.
We're in a different studio, but same room. We were in the other room, a bar. We're in the room next door, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We're moving. That's how I see it. We're going places.
Oh man. So good to have you back, dog. We got you
man.
ready. We got some big things coming up for you. What do you got going on soon, brother?
Well, right now, I got the title fight on October 5th.
Yes.
And that's honestly the only thing I've been focused on, bro. Everything else has just been not important to me. I feel like I'm losing my mind a little bit, but it's necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I got a tough fight ahead of me, but I'm more comfortable with it. I'll let you know the details about that in a little second.
Nice.
But yeah, man, I'm just focused on that, and this is the big one. This will be the biggest one.
Yes, for sure, man. I saw that they released. When did you get your opponent? About a couple weeks ago, like two weeks ago. Or
Finally, I locked him in about a week ago.
Oh,
about
okay.
a week ago.
All right, nice.
No, I'm
Quick.
kidding.
It was all good just a week ago for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. A week ago, that song. I love that song. Well, yeah. So it's been like I got him like with 4 or 5 weeks out.
Nice, bro. Perfect
So
timing.
perfect timing.
Good guy, good fighter, good record, dog. I was checking him out
Yeah.
before the pod. What's like 10-5 or something like this? What's his fighting style? You know?
Well, so I can't say his name yet because they're gonna make a post. It's gonna be a pretty popular post because of his accolades. But I'll tell you everything but his name pretty much.
Okay.
He's a UFC veteran.
Oh,
Okay.
snap.
With a record of 17-6.
Oh, wait.
So
I think I saw. Oh, is this the guy that I saw? Maybe. All right.
Maybe.
Oh, that's what's up, dog.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. UFC vet?
a UFC veteran, PFL
Let's
veteran.
go. No way.
He won his Contender Series fight.
Ooh.
So
And he got into the UFC after the
yeah,
Contender?
and then his 6 losses, they were pretty good fights. He only
Yeah.
lost to I probably shouldn't say that because people are
might
gonna
find
figure
out.
it. They'll find it out.
These motherfuckers
The
know
fight nerds will figure it out.
They are animals, bro. I don't know if we got enough followers for all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if we're there yet, but
But
if
it
they
doesn't
want
matter.
to,
They're
they'll
gonna
get
come.
it.
Well, in the future, I guess it wouldn't matter. But
It'll already be out. You know what I'm
the
saying?
manager says to keep it on the low
Oh,
until
no,
they
for
put
sure.
it. So it's all good. But
Hell
after
yeah,
after
dog.
the cameras are off, I'll tell you his name.
Okay,
Because
nice,
you're the boy.
nice.
Hey,
Hey, is it gonna be at featherweight or lightweight?
yeah, it's gonna be a featherweight because my last 2 fights, I've had a lot of dropouts.
Yeah,
So we had to
bro.
do catch weights. Like my last fight, I had 3 opponents back out.
Crazy, bro.
The third guy backed out like the week of the fight, 4 days out, and then
Dog.
we got this other guy who came in, and him getting down to Miami was crazy. He came from
New York.
North Carolina.
Oh, he lived in, I think he lived in New York, right? Or was that the New York guy? Oh yeah, North Carolina, and drove down, right?
Yeah, because
Bro.
first he had taken a connecting flight to this other place.
Yeah.
And then all the flights got canceled because of the hurricane the tropical storm that was going on. So
Yes.
he had to fly back. My manager knew somebody that lived in North Carolina or South Carolina, I forget, and he picked him up and drove him down to
Bro.
Miami the day before the weigh-in.
Yes, I remember
You know
that,
what I
dog.
mean?
Oh
So,
my God. So.
yeah.
Your last fight, that's got to be crazy on the mental, right? Like you're getting ready for the scrap,
Yes.
and you found out a week before.
He found out like with 4 days. You know, but then before that, three guys dropped out. You know, the
stressful,
last guy
huh?
who dropped out, the first two guys, the first guy dropped out with like 8 weeks. You know, and like, all right,
Yeah.
you know, there's time. The second guy got injured and he backed out with like 5 weeks. And then I got the third guy and like, okay, we're good. And then he backed out the week of, for like
That's
stupid
stressful.
reasons, you know what I mean? And then I'm not gonna mention their names because like fuck that, fuck them.
Yeah.
But like this fourth guy that they got in, like he came in, like I said, he flew, had to fly back, they drove him down, and then his record was 8-12. But this guy, like on paper, you see 8-12, oh, easy money, right? Yeah, okay. But this guy also had kickboxing fights, and he's knocked people the fuck out.
Yeah.
And then his last fight, he fought a UFC veteran who was on the Ultimate Fighter, and he dropped him 3 times in the first round. Drops him again in the second round. In the third round, he's tagging him the fuck up, and then he got tired and got submitted.
Fuck.
So I'm like, damn. So this guy's 8-12, and my whole pressure is like when I'm fighting on this regional scene and I'm fighting guys that are like on my same level. Like I don't want people to. I want to get in there and make it look easy because if me and this guy are on the same level, I need to like mop the floor with him because I don't want to see people see me sweat against a guy that was because I think I'm the best in Florida.
Yeah.
So nobody's gonna like even lay a finger on me. So that's where my anxiety and pressure comes from. Like, oh, I got this guy. You better make it look easy because if it's not,
bro.
Dana White's gonna see this, Sean Shelby's gonna see it, and be like, this guy's not that good or whatever. Like, there's people who win contender series fights and still don't get the contract.
Oh my god,
So
Dana
that's my
White's
whole
crazy
pressure.
with that shit, bro. He's very like, it's weird what he likes and don't like,
Yeah, yeah.
And the UFC is like very anti-grappling right now. They hate grappling. It
Yeah,
seems
yeah.
like, But bro, like you were saying, not to get off topic. Man, there's a lot of pressure on you. That's why it took a lot. Like, yo, that guy came in on short notice, 5 days notice. He's got nothing. It's a lot of pressure fighting a guy like that
It is,
because
man.
he's got nothing to lose, dog. So he can go in there almost fearlessly,
Yeah.
right? Like, he's probably not gonna have a lot of those nerves and jitter. Maybe just because. I mean, you're always gonna get it.
Yeah.
But if he feels like, yo, that guy's playing with free money. He's playing with house money right now. And really, all the pressure's on you because like you gotta outperform this guy. You gotta make it look easy, and then at the same time, you don't even know who you're training for. Like, you might have been preparing for somebody totally different.
Yeah.
And you got to change your game plan, you know what I'm saying, and bring it back down
Yeah,
to
I
like,
changed my game plan 3 times.
Bro.
And then to add to the pressure also, I was like, bro, if this guy knocks me out or, stumbles me,
and
like
it always
my
can
career's
happen,
over.
bro. It
like,
can always happen.
This guy who's 8-12 just knocked me out or beats me. It's like, where the fuck am I going from that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%, bro.
And then it's like, like I had gotten news. My manager told me like there was another UFC veteran. I won't mention his name because the fight didn't happen. He's like, if you can finish this fight and get in and out, we got you hooked up with a fight in Hawaii against a UFC veteran for a solid ass purse. I was excited. I'm like, hell yeah, I want to get that money. So now I added double pressure. I'm like, fuck, I can't. Because you know how it goes in MMA fights. Like if you get rocked or dropped, like you get an automatic 30-day or like up to a 90-day suspension.
Yes.
If any of that would have happened to me, or if I would have gotten cut, I would have gotten the mandatory suspension, and boom, I can't take that UFC veteran on in Hawaii for all that money. So I was like, damn, I need to get in this fight and win it. Not only win it, but I gotta do it flawlessly, and that's what amazed me in the fight. I already knew I was gonna win. Like I'm gonna kick this guy's ass, but I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking about, bro, don't get hit, don't get cut, don't get stumbled or rocked, which this guy does. He's knocked people the fuck out.
Especially and if he's been want to get the takedown and get that distance between,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You hit him with that nice lateral drop.
Yeah,
Boom,
the salto,
right?
double unders.
With the double under.
Double
Wait,
unders.
you had double unders or double overs? You had
Sorry, you're right. Yeah, double overs.
I forgot because I
had
know
double
it
overs.
was a different one. Yeah, it was a double. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
But it looked dope. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And you got the fucking hometown
That was
crowd
the highlight
going.
right there. But even better, like I got out flawlessly. Like he didn't even land a strike on me. I could hold my breath for 2 minutes exactly. Like I do pool work and stuff. Like it's a real fact. And I finished the fight in like a minute and like 58 seconds. So it's like I could hold my breath longer than that.
Hey, when you do pool work, right? You hold your breath underwater and stuff like that. That's really good for the conditioning and stuff.
Oh
right?
hell yeah! It helps you with recovering in between rounds. And the workouts that I do, like it gets your lungs like you learn how to breathe.
Bro.
It sounds dumb, but like I actually learned how to like really like use my breath to bring it into my lungs and expand my lungs and then contract them slowly and to like regain get my blood pressure back down, and Yeah, it works, man. It was good.
No, that's really good. I used to do pool workouts in Thailand. We used to have pool workouts with our coach Woody. He used to take us out. He had some monster workouts. You know, like we do one where the finisher was always you got to do the whole. You go underwater. And you try to do the whole. You go for as far as you can underwater, and it was like a huge ass Olympic pool. You know, I don't know. It was a huge ass pool.
So yeah, you probably got like 50 meters.
Yeah, so you got to do like you got to go. Yeah, you got. I don't know how much, but you got to go underwater as long as you can. And then when you finish, come up, and then you finish like stroking.
Yeah, you swim back.
And like sprinting back to the wall and back.
I do those. I do those workouts too. I do like a 50 underwater.
Yes.
Come up, and then you freestyle back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't know what a 50 is, and you probably got those crazy lungs.
50-meter underwater pass.
Oh, bro. There and back?
Yeah. Usually, like it'll be like a 25 meter, so 25 there, 25 back.
Man, I've seen you can see some super athletes. There's some people who can hold their breath.
John Jones was doing it, man.
I did it. Our coach was Roger Huerta, the UFC legend.
Roger Huerta?
Yeah, he was our coach when we first started in Thailand.
I was talking about him the other day.
Really? Bro, this fucking maniac can do 2 laps. He'll go boom, 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 coming back.
Damn, 4 laps.
I don't know, bro. It was something. No, for sure though. Boom, boom, and then a little bit more. You know, like after one. It was a lot, bro. It was something ridiculous.
That's scary, man.
Dog, when I did the workout, I did it like 3/4 of the way, and then I came up and finished on the things. And then I'm like, I think I can get the whole lap next time. They're like, yo, Roger goes there and back. I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? My boy Brad Riddell, a UFC fighter, like,
I know him, yeah.
Yo, he can do it. Yo, there was a guy that got him crazy. I was like, holy snap. Like,
it's a little secret, man. Those guys are onto something because that pool work is crazy. And it's dangerous, too, because you can have, like, shallow water blackouts.
Oh, because you're holding out for so long.
Yeah, like
you're trying to go more than you can.
Yeah, exactly. So like I do these workouts most of the time. I do it alone. So like I'm scared to like keep pushing it by myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, you do it alone. Oh,
yeah, I do it alone. Before I used to do it like with the group with the class, but then like the teacher kept changing. So I was like, man, I'm just gonna do this on my own. I learned enough about it. I was gonna get certified to start teaching this stuff. Oh. But I fell through. But like I kept going with it because I liked it. I added it to my training regimen and. It's helped me with the breathing.
My favorite fighter coming up, I used to love like the Diaz brothers. So I used to do a lot of like, I got a bike. I was like doing cycling, running, and doing a lot of swimming. I used to go to Shack 24 Hour Fitness. Yeah. And we used to use that pool over there and train with me and my boy Frankie.
Where? At
the Shack 24 Hour Fitness. Well, what's it called now? In Town and Country here in Kendall?
Yeah.
What's the name of that mall? The gym there? It used to be a Shack 24 Hour Fitness, but it was open 24 hours.
I think now it's just like a 24-hour fitness, right?
Yeah, I don't know what the name. Like something weird name now. They changed it where the Dix is and all that.
Yeah, I know the. Yeah.
What pool do you go to here in Miami?
I go to the Tamiami pool.
Okay, I don't even know where it's at. At Tamiami Park, like.
Yeah, it's right there on Coral Way and right where the fair is.
Ah, okay, like
right where the fight's gonna be at.
Oh, I saw. I don't even know yet. Where's the new location for the venue?
It's gonna be on the fairgrounds on 107th and Coral Way. But it's out right behind FIU.
Inside, right?
Yeah, it's in the arena.
Oh,
they've done like a couple BKFCs there and some other fight shows have been there.
Oh, I'm excited.
It's gonna be pretty big. It's gonna be bigger than the last one.
Yeah, I get to call your title fight, dog.
Yeah.
That shit was legendary, bro.
It
was so dope watching you guys and calling it. I was getting hyped for it too. So I want to make this motherfucker. I want to And
it's funny, man, because like I'm feeling good about the fight, even though now I have like the toughest fight ahead of me now. But like the pressure is different. Like I still got the nerves and the pressure. Like I'm going into a fight. But since this guy has his amazing resume, UFC, PFL, contender winner, I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I'm okay with people seeing me sweat now, like trying hard to win. That was my pressure a lot of the time in the back regional scene. Like, I'm like, damn, I don't want this to make it. I don't want this fight to look hard. I want to get in there and get out easy because I'm that guy. You know what I mean? And if I stumble, it's just bad. Like if you've seen some of my other fights, usually when I win, I'm just like,
yeah, that's the best.
That
way
was
to
whatever.
be,
No, I'm way better than that. Like
yes.
I train every single fucking day, bro, and like you haven't even seen like 2% of what I can do. So like seeing me struggle a little bit pisses me off because I'm way better than that.
Yeah.
You just can't game. I don't like to game plan either because you don't know what the other guy is gonna do. You can't. You can have an idea of what's gonna happen, but like you never know how your guy's gonna come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, like, yeah, 100%. Because you gotta expect, especially right now. Once you get to the UFC, you could probably start to game plan.
It sounds weird.
I think so. You know,
yeah.
I don't know. Like everybody's different, right? But
I'm gonna be free, man.
You can do your coaches do anything for? Do your coaches like make anything for you or anything like this?
Like as far as game planning and stuff.
Yeah.
We'll watch like one fight, you know, together.
Yeah.
All, like me, Ray, Manolo will sit down and we'll watch like maybe like 2 fights. We'll watch his last fight and then his best fight, you know.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, you know, this is the way he strikes and this is the way he grapples. You know, we're good. We're ready.
Yeah, for sure.
And we don't game plan. We're not like, okay, we're gonna lure him into the cage and you know turn this way and get him. You know, we don't do any of that.
No.
You know?
So it's hard with the game plans. I know a lot of fighters that they're really stringent on it, but I've always been also because number one, you don't know how the guy's gonna come out, right? What if you're preparing for one thing,
Exactly,
and you want to be so set on the game plan,
Yeah.
because they could be throwing a curveball at you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, that's number one. Is you want to be ready for anything. 'Cause you gotta expect, and then every time you fight, you gotta expect that this guy's fight is he's gonna be ready for the biggest fight of his life. So he's gonna do
Exactly.
everything different and be way better at the version
And
that
he
you're
got
expecting.
kicked out of the UFC, you know, so I heard that he's trying to make his way back.
Yeah.
But that just adds fuel to me because I'm like, nah, you're not stepping on me, baby. Like, I'm stepping on you, bro.
Oh, this
Like,
is a great title fight if you
yeah.
think about it, because you guys both have the odds. Like you're trying to make your run into the UFC, and he's
Yeah.
trying to make his run back to the UFC.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying? So this is the callings for everything for
So,
a great
like,
match.
Yeah, one of my favorite stories to tell about the game planning thing was like I forget which fight it was though, but like I was like nervous. I was like, Manolo, like, what's the game plan? He's like, what? I'm like, what's the game plan? Like, what are we gonna do to this guy? He's like, what the fuck do you mean? I'm like, what do you mean, bro? Like, are we gonna game plan? He goes, stand up. I'm like, oh shit. So I stand up, right? Manolo's like, okay, put your hands up, right? If I do this, what are you gonna do? And I'm like, okay. If I do this, what are you gonna do? I'm like, okay. And if I kick, I'm like, all right. If I go for the takedown, I'm like, and I'm gonna do that. And he's like, all right. So what's the game plan? And I was like, I'm like,
Yeah,
all right. I get it.
Yo,
I get
hit him and don't get hit.
He goes, you're gonna get in there, you're gonna fucking take the middle, and you're gonna fucking say, this is my shit, motherfucker, and you ain't gonna, and you're not gonna back up, and you're gonna hit him to hit him hard, okay? Because in here we're training, but when you go out there, it's to kill, all right? And he's like, anyways, you're ready for whoever. I'm like, all right.
That's the best
So,
advice.
I love it, bro. Ever since that day, I'm like, I'm not gonna game plan ever again.
Oh, that's so. That is such a good one, bro, and that's very
Yeah.
Manolo-esque too, because that's a guy who's been
brings
through
me
everything,
chills, bro. That's my favorite Manolo story, man.
He's been in
awesome.
so many wars with so
Yeah.
many people, dog. Like
He don't lie, bro.
Nah.
He don't lie. I seen him be so brutally honest to other people before that I'm like, I just trust this guy blindly. Him and Ray, they won't ever lie to me because they've been to the high levels already. You know, they've brought Yoel Romero and they've other UFC fighters to like the big fights and to the big those tense atmospheres. You know, they've been there, done that. So like, they're not gonna waste time trying to sugarcoat you and buff it for you. And like, it's gonna be okay. Stroke your ego. They don't believe in any of that shit. I've seen them be brutally honest to people. Like some kid will come in, he's like overweight or whatever. He's like, hey, Manolo, I want to fight, man. He's like, you want to fight? He's like, okay, yeah, well, how? What weight? Well, you're like 5'6", like fucking 180 pounds or whatever.
Is this
You're
like
gonna
a
get
like
your
a
ass
new
kicked? You
like
gotta
a new
lose
kid?
like 50 pounds.
Like a new kid, you mean? Like a guy come into the gym or just like a random yo?
No, a kid who's been there
I know what you're saying.
for like a while already. He's been training and like, he's seeing us and he wants to fight. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? He's like, yeah, even if you want to be an amateur, fuck that. It's all the same shit.
Thank you, bro.
It's all the same shit.
That's huge,
well, you got
dog.
shin guards on. Who cares? You get kicked with a shin guard on, you still get knocked out.
Yes.
There's no difference between amateur and pro, honestly, except you can't throw elbows, but you're still going at it.
And you're gonna be fighting a guy that if you're fighting amateur, you're probably gonna fight a guy who also wants to be pro. So your life is still on the
Exactly,
line,
yeah.
dog. Same punches, same knockouts.
Exactly.
I
yeah.
mean, and nowadays I think the amateurs are fighting with the little gloves, dog.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's all
So-
it's the same thing,
100%.
And like he'll tell these guys like, oh, bro, you need to lose like 50 pounds before you can even think about fighting. Because first of all, you're like this short and you're this fat. You know who you're gonna fight? You're gonna be fighting people like 180 pounds who are like 6'1", lean the fuck out, in great shape, and you're not gonna last a minute. Okay, so before you think about fighting, why don't you get in shape first, all right? And then you can come talk to me. And you're like, and don't talk to me about it again. You know?
Yeah, bro. Now that I'm more in like my coaching phase, not fighting too much, I get a lot of guys that like you can see the delusion. You're like, yo, I want to go, coach. I want to fight. I can get a fight this year, and I'm like, yo, shut the fuck. What do you mean you want to fight?
Yeah.
You can't even train every day, bro.
Exactly.
You gotta
man.
train every day, twice a day. I should be kicking you out of the gym, like, hey, take a day off.
Yeah.
You're asking me if I gotta tell you if you're not even here all the time and you want to fight. I'm like, what do you think? You're gonna start training hard when you have a fight?
Yeah.
It's like, no, dog. You gotta be about this life before you're in it. Like, you gotta be training like you're gonna be fighting. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta we gotta do that shit for years to harden the body to even prepare for that. You know, I don't know.
I get them too though, because like I'm sure like a lot of like kids in the gym or like other people, like they look up to us too. They're watching us fight. They watch us win, and they see the when we win, how happy we get. Sometimes I'm not so happy, but like after, like they see us, like our aura in the gym after, like, oh man, you know, like we're happy after we win and stuff.
Yeah.
And like they want that too, but it's like, that's cool. I know that's cool. It's okay to want it, but like they gotta know, like this is not like playing baseball and football. Like if you lose, it's okay. You know, like you did it. You got to, you know, live out a little bit of your dream. But like no, this is a fight.
Yeah.
People call it competition, but like you could get hurt, man.
For sure.
You know what I mean? It is fun sometimes, but like when you're in the cage and
It's more intimate.
shit doesn't go your way, it's not fun at all. And there's huge consequences to it in fighting. You lose a basketball game, there's really no consequences.
You don't play fighting.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah, but oh man, I want to tell you, yo, I had like a very, when the Manolo story, I have a very similar story with one of my best friends, yo. My boy Luke, the one that passed away, he used to corner me all the time. We've been on like a bunch of fight trips together. We used to live together in Singapore. And I remember one time we were in this show in the Philippines, we were fighting, and we were all cornering each other because we didn't have corners. It was like a real cheap show, you know what I'm saying? But they flew us in, but we had to corner each other. That was the deal. And I remember before I was about to go out, my boy Luke is cornering me. I'm like, yo, so I was like, yo, what do you think I should do? I should like strike a little bit and then take him down, or I should take him down right away? You know, I was like kind of like asking him, like kind of like similar, like, yo, what's the game plan? He looked at me and he's like, you know how to fight, fool. That's my favorite line.
Man.
That's my favorite line that anybody's ever told me. And ever since that day, that just changed. He's like, oh yeah. He's like, yo, you know how to fight, fool. That was his
You gotta be
game
free
plan
in there, man. It's
like,
a good concept. Like, bro, you know what to do already, bro. And just get in there, and you gotta you gotta ride that wave.
Yeah.
Like you know, like a surfer. Like, oh, here comes the wave. How am I gonna do it? Like, you know how to do it, bro.
Exactly, dog.
You can't plan which wave is gonna come.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? You just gotta ride that shit.
One of my favorite Nate Diaz quotes ever. They were like, "Oh, Nate Diaz, what's the game plan for this fight?" He's like, "The game plan's the same always. Hit him with some shit. Hit him with some good shit. Not get hit."
What do you say? I love that. Hit him with some ninja shit. Do some cool shit. Get in there and get my check.
Yeah, he's like, yo, hit him with some, hit him, don't get hit. Hit him with some ninja shit and get out of there. It's like, yo, that's the goal. Hit him and don't get hit.
Yeah.
Or hit him more than he hits you, dog.
Yeah,
you know, it's fighting. Sometimes people put so much fucking shit behind it. It's like, oh, coach, it's like, dog, kick, punch, and grapple, bro. You can peel it however way you want, but it's like kick, punch, and grapple, dog.
Yeah,
you know
if you think about it too much like that, you're just gonna be adding too much stress. You're gonna be thinking too much, and then
100%.
if you're doing that, and then he doesn't do any of the shit that you thought that was gonna happen, you're just gonna be like, oh shit, you know, you're gonna take a shit on yourself. It's better that way, and it's better to not even think about it. Like I try not. I mean, obviously, like you know how it goes. Like the nerves come in every now and then, random as hell in the middle of the night. You're sleeping, you can't sleep. You're thinking about the fight. It goes away.
Bro.
You know, you get anxious, and then you get brave, and then you get kind of scared, and then you forget about it. It's crazy.
You ever wake up and then you think you gotta weigh in like that? You're like, oh, like you think you gotta weight, and like you weren't on weight or something. Like, and you ever wake up? I used to wake up in the middle of the night like, oh, I don't fight for another month, and then go back to sleep, dog.
See, funny thing, I do wake up like that sometimes, but it's for the stupidest reason. Sometimes I'm still having these dreams where I feel like, I think that I'm late for school, or like.
Oh, I think that's kind of like the one I
have.
have.
I hate that shit.
Oh,
I always have.
that,
or I wake up like, oh my god, I didn't do my math homework. Fuck, and I'm like, this is like recently too. I'm like, I've been out of school for like years now. I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna fail it. I don't care.
Bro, there's something behind that. That means something. No, that means something.
Oh, tell me, please.
I don't know, dog. We need a goddamn young Jamie.
Damn.
I got my boy Luch too, dog. I'm gonna put him on soon. We need somebody there with a computer, cause, bro, that's a recurring thing, you know.
Dream, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
There's a few similar. I used to have one. I used to work in the restaurant a lot, and I used to have dreams that I was in the weeds. Like I like fucking, and then I'll be like. This happened recently too, where I'm like, I'm not in the. I don't work in a restaurant anymore, but I like a restaurant. Where, like I'm in, like I got like 6 people waiting for their drinks, and I gotta get their fucking food orders, and I gotta put it in, and like.
Oh man.
And then you wake up and you're like, I don't do that anymore.
Damn.
It's not my job, you know.
That's stressful. That might be like maybe it's like trauma. I hated school so much. Bro, like I only went to school just to wrestle, bro. Like
That's
really,
right, yeah,
wrestling saved my
dog.
life, man. Because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have wanted to go to school.
You love to wrestle
And-
in school, like wrestling
Yeah,
and
I
shit.
started wrestling in 8th grade, you know, and that's what like
Wrestling's
pushed me to go to
ferocious.
high school and
Yeah.
like be committed somewhat to
Yeah, 'cause
school.
you gotta maintain like a 2.0, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I maintained.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
just gonna do the bare minimum just to wrestle.
Hey, wrestling every fucking weekend, huh? Like in the season.
Yeah,
So you had
man.
to diet. You were dieting in fucking high school, cutting
Yeah,
weight.
I was
That's
dieting
stressful.
since high school. You know, going to off-season tournaments every weekend. You know, like
Yeah.
it gave me purpose. Wrestling gave me purpose,
For
and
sure.
I loved it, man.
You started at a good age, but you know what? Like I know because we were talking about in the last podcast. You had like your up and like your college was kind of crazy or whatever.
Yeah,
you had your
yeah.
little situation, but you know what, dog? I think that comes good because, bro, like men, we need to peak like at a certain time, and for fighting, dog, you can burn out quick, dog.
Yeah.
You know.
That's very true.
You feel me? Like
if I
you didn't
would've
really like you're
continued-
right, like wrestling like that crazy, cutting weight in college and doing all that shit. You know what I'm
and the
saying?
goofing off in between, like in college, the reason why I got
But it
kicked
kind of
out and all
preserved you,
that.
bro. If you think about it, you know?
It gave me a reality check too, because if I would have kept on that way with fighting, you know,
Well, you wouldn't have made it like
I would
you
have
know
been
what?
less disciplined and
Yeah.
you know, not
100%.
mature enough to make it to the higher levels.
Yeah.
You know,
Sometimes your gift is your curse too. Like you get guys who are really athletic and like really
Yeah.
good, and then they don't have to put in that real work,
yeah.
especially at the lower level.
Mm-hmm.
And then they kind of like slide on their athleticism, and then they get exposed when they get to the big show. Because when you get to the
'Cause
big
of
show,
discipline.
everybody's athletic and everybody's
Yeah.
strong, but everybody has that mindset. You
Yeah.
know, I know a few coaches
The
like
discipline
I
is a
coach my
huge level
friends.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, discipline's hard, dog. Like,
It
bro,
is.
look at the fighters now that just have been winning recently, bro. These guys have all not been training for
Hell
that
yeah.
long, dog. Like, not that they haven't been training for that long, but they started training a lot older in life. Bilal Muhammad started training when he was 23, MMA, dog.
Damn.
He's a fucking world champion right now.
But like, he just went straight into MMA, or
well, he wrestled a little bit in high school, but
he
that's
has
it.
a great
High school
ground
wrestling, you know.
Yeah.
Volkanovski went from rugby league.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is fucking
That's
really
another
good for MMA, I guess. You know, like it's athletics and it's like very competitive. But bro, no wrestling MMA training, right? Marab, fucking 33 years old. I don't think Marab is like a wrestling pedigree like as a child. You know what I mean? I think he
Yeah.
did some sambo and stuff like this.
Yeah.
but
Sambo. Yeah.
you know, he was living in America. He was living in America, like working construction and shit, dog. Like
Yeah, I
like
saw that.
15 years ago, bro.
I saw that he said he told O'Malley,
You know?
keep smoking and I'll keep training. You know, I'm just a factory worker. I was like, oof.
Bro, okay,
That
the
hit,
more I
I'm
look
like,
back
damn.
at it, I love it. Dude, that was such a great fight, man. We were just
Yeah.
talking about it before. That was such a great fight. I really like O'Malley, dog. I love his walkout song and I
Yeah.
like his
He's
manifestation.
definitely a star, man.
Dog, he's a
got that
star.
aura.
He gets it. You know what I mean? He knows what to do.
Yeah.
So it's easy to hate on a guy like that, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, true.
Where, like, bro, another guy that, you know, maybe my style and, like, the kind of guy I root for fighters, like Izzy. Like, I known Izzy on a personal level, right? So, like, I was, like, a real big fan of his. But he was, like, the same. Like, he had that same thing with Sean where, like, it's easy to hate guys like that. You know what I'm saying? When
Yeah.
they know how to put the act and the bravado. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they
But
back
they
it
get
up.
it
They
done
put
too,
they
though.
get it done,
Yeah,
right?
they get it done.
And
so.
it's like, yo, high risk, high rewards. You
They
want to
get their
talk shit about
flowers,
this
yeah.
guy, like, oh, with your braids and your hair. But like, yo, when I do my braids and my hair and I'm fucking icy and I knock the guy out, I'm the man.
Yeah, but because people don't see the training they're putting in too.
Yeah.
Because they got the skill and they put the work in.
But
you
they got
know?
the balls to put it on the line. Like, yo,
Yeah.
they're going to act like that. And then they're going to put, like, to match their fighting to the way they act, you know?
Yeah.
Where, like, it works good and bad. You know, he can come out, like, Israel Adesanya, when he came out breakdancing and shit before the Robert Whittaker
that was
fight.
cool.
Came out doing backflips. And then if you would have gone out there and got knocked the fuck out, everybody would have been like, oh, you should have not been doing backflips. You should have been training harder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Like,
So,
he is training hard, man.
yeah,
Like, come on.
exactly. But people don't see
Yeah.
the all, you know?
Yeah.
But then you got the Marab. Marab's like a Volkanovski style, too. Like, fucking just, yo, that's the scariest
machine.
guy to fight, though, bro. Because it's like,
Yeah.
you can have that one-shot knockout power, but, bro, you better hope. Like, another great Nate Diaz hope.
Yeah.
Another Nate Diaz quote where the guy's like, when Connor's like, I'm going to knock you out first round. And he was like, you better hope. You know, like when you're fighting a Marab, like a guy like Marab, you're like, you better hope you knock him out.
Yeah.
Because if not, that guy's gonna be in your, and you better do it within 2
Yeah.
rounds because it's hard to get a knockout in the
That's
third,
what I
fourth,
said.
fifth
I'm
round,
like,
dog.
everybody's like, oh, Sean O'Malley's gonna knock him out. I'm like, you better do it within the first 2 rounds because
2 rounds.
Marab, he grows in the fight.
He's a
grew-
machine, bro.
he's a
His
machine.
nickname's a machine, dog.
He's got that hyper focus.
Yes.
That's something. That's like a special technique that not a lot of people have. Like O'Malley, he was off that night. Like,
But
you
listen,
can tell when, like in the energy when they came out, like when they first started juking each other, like you could see like Marab was like his he was wide eyed and like
yeah, like fidgety.
O'Malley was trying to be like swaggy and cool.
That's
like,
where
I don't want like kind of like what I say sometimes like I don't want them to see me sweat. But like it's okay, man. You can sweat in the UFC. Like once I get to the UFC, PFL, whoever calls first. Whoever calls me first, I need some money. But once
you would do PFL? You would do PFL?
Hell yeah.
Oh, my bad. So go.
I mean, with the way life is going, I gotta get a move on, bro.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I feel good. I'm only 32 right now, and like I actually feel like I'm half my age.
Nah, bro.
My mom says I always act at half my age, so
yeah, you look mad young, dog. You're chilling. I thought you were like 25, dog.
I am, bro. I'm actually 17 right now. I just had my 17th birthday just passed.
Fuck, we wish, right? Oh my gosh.
The way, what was I saying? Yeah.
Oh, to see sweat like in the UFC.
Yeah. Like once I'm on there, like I'm still gonna have the fight nerves and the pressure of I have a fight, but like I'm gonna be like I'm here now. Like it's okay. The fight could go hard if it has to be.
I know.
You know what I mean? But because I'm ready for that. I just don't want people to see me try so hard against somebody that's on my same level. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. But
it's kind of hard to explain. I hope you guys can understand that. But like once for my fight now, like I'm ready. I'm ready to get in there and make it ugly if it needs to be.
Yeah, by any means necessary.
I'm not even thinking about it. I just want to be in front of him already, and like I'm not gonna feel shit. Cause usually in the fight, like I don't really feel hits, and like the few times that I've gotten hit, I don't feel them. I just hear them like.
Yeah. Like, it's like loud, right? It's like a weird noise.
I don't know. You know what I'm talking about.
How many fights you got? How many fights you got now?
No, 11-3 now.
Yeah. Oh, we talked about this last time, right? Mm-hmm. Like, but you're already now past 10 fights, where like the game changes after 10 fights, dog. I think we last podcast like the first 5 fights, everything for me, like everything's really fast. Like you have no control over it. Like you know what I'm saying?
Feel like it's
like a time warp, and whether it's over and then like shit happens so fast, dog. You know. But then like from 5 to 6 fights, it got like 5 to 10 a little different. But after 10 fights, it's like fuck. I can like breathe and I can start to think,
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, I can see shit, I can adjust a little better,
Manolo says that. He says like after 10, 15 fights, you'll figure out what kind of fighter you are after when that amount comes, and that's pretty much what I'm at right now.
Like how to warm up. Yo, do you train on fight day? Do you work out on fight day? Yeah,
on fight day, I'll wake up in the morning just like every other morning at the same time and everything, and I'll go and I'll shake out.
Shake out?
We call it the shake out. Yes. I'll warm up with Manolo. Yeah. Just hit like 3 rounds of pads.
Like the fight, right?
Yeah, I'll jog a little bit around, get a light stretch, hit some pads, and then I'll go and I'll eat a small breakfast. And just go.
I eat big breakfast. I eat big breakfast on fight day, but that's usually all I eat. I don't eat until like the venue.
After one of my fights,
I like to fight starving. It's weird.
Yeah, it works. Sometimes it works because after one of my toughest fights in combate with Yair Perez, I remember that morning I was just like, oh man, like I was feeling the nerves so much. I'm like, if anybody's gonna show me that I don't belong here, it's gonna be this guy. I couldn't eat that morning, bro. I was nervous. I couldn't eat that morning, and I was thinking about that. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna have energy in the fight. But once the fight started, bro, something just happened, and I'm like, fuck it. That's what I said in my head. I'm like, fuck it. I'm here. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna run away, jump over the cage, and go home? Like, no. Whatever's gonna happen right here. So, bro, that was one of I grew in that fight. Even though like I knew I was able to beat him, but like you have those I don't want to say doubts, but something similar to that. Like, oh, I don't know. Like I was thinking like, oh, I don't know if I'm like strong enough to like move this guy, but I was, but I did in the middle of the fight. And like I was learning about myself in the middle of the fight. I'm like, damn, like even on an empty stomach, I'm a freaking beast, bro. Like my corner believes in me a lot, like almost a little bit more than I do in myself. So I'm starting to learn about myself in the cage. Like everybody, whenever I get into these fights, my teammates, my coaches will be like, bro, you're gonna fuck this guy up so easy. You're gonna get in there and get out so easy, bro. Watch, you're gonna destroy this guy. He has nothing for you. But in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, I don't know, man. I saw what he did in that fight. He looks like he's bigger than me. He's stronger than me. I don't know. But then, like, after the fight, I'm like, damn, everything my corner said was true. And then, and now every time I take my next fight, like, every time they say the same thing, what they say when it goes that way, I'm like, damn, they're right. Damn, they're right. Damn, they're right. They're right 11 times. I'm like, you know what? Now I'm starting to, because I don't want to be big-headed and, and think the wrong thing and it leads me down the wrong path and now I lose, but I'm getting to that point now that I'm starting to believe more. And I always believed in myself, but it's the proof is in the pudding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's important, bro. You got to work
Yeah.
on the mental just as much as you work on the physical, man. I was always hard on myself, anyways, you know. So
Yeah, you understand that.
and
Me
learning
too.
how to believe, dog, and like it's fucking hard, bro. Like, and man, I wish I going back now, I'm like, damn, bro. I wish I would have believed how my coaches and teammates always believed in me, you know, like,
Yeah.
because I see that all the time, bro. But you know,
It's hard.
That's
It's hard
true,
to do
man.
it too.
It's
though.
hard. It's crazy, right?
Yeah, because when it's you going in there,
Yeah.
you know, listening to them, and then you having to go do it, it's
Yeah.
like it's two different things. But you know, when it starts going the way that they said, and when you do it the way they said, it's like, damn, you know, they're right because they see
Yes.
something in you too. So
Yes.
it's really important to have a good, you know, real corner behind you, like truth tellers,
Yes.
not cheerleaders.
And people who care for you, bro.
Yeah.
People who care for you and aren't afraid. Yes, truth tellers, dog.
And if they care for you, they'll tell you the shit you need to hear. Like how Manolo tells this guy, like, yo, you want to fight with your fat ass, you're going to get your ass beat.
Yeah.
If you want to fight, you need to lose this and you need to train like this. If not, you're going to get hurt. And that's the truth, bro. As opposed to another coach that would tell you, oh, yeah, man, you should do it. Go for it. It's good for life. It's going to make you tough. And then, you know, you're going to be a better person. You're like, no, bro. You might come out a worse person after the fight.
You might
know?
come out retarded.
You might hate yourself after you might think you're stupid and like you shouldn't have done that. Now you're humiliated and you got to go back to your normal life. You're like,
Yeah.
it
No,
sucks.
for
Manolo
sure,
lets
bro.
you know that from the start. You know, he'll let you go and fight if you want to, you know. But he's like, all right, you sure you're going to do it? Okay, go ahead then. I'm telling you, when he kicks your ass, you're going to know why. And then like that gets into their head and they're like, you know what? I'm going to listen to this guy.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If you don't listen to him, bro, like, fuck, what are you doing? You know what I'm
It's
saying? With all
important,
the
man.
experience he has,
Truth
dog.
tellers, no cheerleaders. You know?
It's a lot of guys have a, you know what it is? It's when you get to the high level, is when they have cheerleaders, bro. Like when you get to the high level, when you're already kind of established, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's when you start to see people get surrounded by a bunch of yes men. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like we're like
dangerous, man.
when you start making like bad decisions or probably things that don't better you or the best for your career,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? Or you get people around you that they do for things that are for their best interest, but not for yours, but more for theirs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like you get like spotlight coaches too. That's a popular one.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like coaches who want the glory more than the fighter. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they want to be the one doing the interviews and podcasting. It's like, yo, we shouldn't even know your name, bro. We should
Yeah,
only
exactly.
we should only know you through your coach talking. Not that, but you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah.
you should like. I think those are the best coaches. The guys like in the backs, in the back, in the fucking in the cut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cooking in the lab, dog.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You see the filet mignon, you see the cooked product. That's the fighter, dog. But you
Yeah.
don't see the motherfucker back there marinating that bitch for 24 hours.
Yeah,
You know?
I feel lucky too. I feel lucky for Ray Manolo for having guys like that on my corner, man, and to have me from the start too. Like they literally seen me grow up, man. They saw me, you know, as a teenager almost. You know what I mean? Grow up into I'm a 32-year-old man now. You know.
How long?
like,
When you start training at Manolo's?
I was about 23, 24 years old. Not really a teenager,
Yeah.
but, you know,
But
half my age, half
young
my age.
kid, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I changed so much. Like the losses that I got with them, like I've been submitted twice, and then I lost that decision. But I remember after like when I the first time I got submitted, the first thing I told myself in my head, like I looked up, I was like, "Fuck, man, I wasn't ready," and I knew exactly what it was. You know, wasn't doing my sprints. I wasn't lifting. You know, smoking like 2 weeks before the fight.
Yeah, bro.
You know, just discipline shit that Ray would tell me about. Like, yo, you gotta stop this, you gotta stop that. I mean, man, I'm good, man. Like, I'm Justin. You know, I could get away with it because I'm so much better
Yeah.
than a lot of people. I'm athletically gifted. You know, I'm gonna get away with it. Like, nah, man. In fighting, they don't give like that fight life. It doesn't give a fuck about any of that. It doesn't care who you are, man.
There's no lying in the cage, dog.
Yeah, you could be a good guy. You could be a
Yeah.
bad guy. You could deserve to win. That
There's
doesn't.
no deserve. I used to think that all the time, bro.
Yeah.
Like all the fight gods, you know. But
Yeah.
but there's no truth in there. There's
Yeah.
no lying in there. Like
no
you know what
lying,
I'm
yeah.
saying? All right, so let me ask you, right? So for that loss, when the loss is when you say like, is it after the fight that it all hits you, or was it like? Did you ever have it like before the fight where like, oh fuck, all that shit kicks in? Because I've had it a few things. It's weird, right? Because like, bro, I've taken fights on short notice,
Yeah.
and I go out there and I know I'm not prepared, bro. I had one fight on short notice, bro. I took mushrooms like a week before, dog. Like it's
Yeah.
like 5 days before I took mushrooms, and I wasn't even think I was shooting balls, smoking cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh.
tripping out, dog.
I
you
mean,
know?
maybe it's about mental. Maybe
And then I
the shoes
fought,
are-
and then I don't
you
know,
know?
but I took a fight on short notice 'cause I needed money, dog, and they offered it really quick, and I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna do this, you know. And then I don't know, like I was just boom, like turned on, had a hard ass 15-minute fight. But then I've had fights where like I'm training for a long time, then like I take shortcuts and shit, and then like right before you walk out, that's when all that fucking what do they call that, doubt and anxiety kicks in, I love when I fight the best is when I'm about to make that walk, when they call your name, you're wrapped up and you're just waiting for your name to get called out.
Yeah.
That's like that moment of truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, oh
like,
shit, when you didn't do those sprints and when you didn't do that, like that's when that shit starts to seep into your brain.
It's a weird piece that you get, like the reality starts to sink in.
Yeah.
But no, I've never like taken a fight thinking ever like, oh, I'm gonna lose, But like I have taken it like this one's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
But like you talk yourself into it. You're like, but like. You got better technique and like you've been training hard. Like you can definitely win.
Yeah.
And like you try to use that more than thinking about that guy beating you. That's how I do it sometimes.
Yeah, for sure, dog. But then when we were saying before, right? So like the loss, but then when you lose, it's how you react, right? It's how you respond too. If you can fix those things,
instant. It was instant.
That's what's huge, right? Like being able to fix those.
I know what it was.
Yeah.
Like the first time I got submitted in Vegas, I was like, "Oh, I'm a wrestler. I'm like, I'm a wrestler. I'm a striker. I do jiu-jitsu. Like, what is this guy gonna do to me?" And it was like this white boy that like he was kind of goofy and like I watched his fight.
Yeah.
Like this guy's got no stand up. He's not gonna hurt me. So like, what do I have to worry about?
He was a grappler. He was like mostly grappler based.
He was a wrestler. And but he was like a country house. White, his neck came down to his freaking traps.
Just fucking farm bred strong boys.
Yeah,
he's probably like from like Iowa or middle of the country somewhere.
I forget where he's from, but he's from a good gym. It's called Scorpion Striking System.
Okay, nice. I never heard of it.
And
in Las Vegas, maybe.
It
wasn't tough enough in Las Vegas.
I forget, man. I forget. But the show was FFC Final Fight Championship, Mirko Cro Cups.
Oh, really?
And the kid, I saw him like the day before the weigh-in, like walking around the hotel, his face like all sunken in. I'm just there like, man, I've been wrestling my whole life. I'm good. I know how to cut weight now. Like I'm chilling, bro. I'm having fun. I'm talking to Stitch and Frank Mir. Like
Stitch wrapped your hands.
God, I felt so stupid after the fight. I felt so stupid. No, Stitch was the cut man.
Ah, okay.
So like. I remember being there, like when you go to the fights, you gotta go and you gotta sign, your waivers and all that, and there's like the whole production is there. So like Frank Mir was there, there's Stitch was there, I forget this bald guy, a UFC referee was there, and I was just like my mind was like, oh, what's up guys? Let me shake hands and talk to all these people. And I'm like, bro. Like, when I lost the fight, I'm like, bro, I'm so stupid. I'm there worrying about, like, trying to look cool and take pictures with all these guys instead of being like, bro, I got to fight tomorrow. I'm here enjoying Vegas and shit. And then as soon as I lost, I'm like, I wasn't ready. Fuck, I'm so stupid, bro. I'm so stupid. I wasn't even...
Like,
my
focused?
mind,
You weren't
I wasn't
focused
focused.
on
I wasn't focused, and I thought I was. But, like, it was, like, a huge, like, hit to me. I'm like, damn. That changed me now. That changed me. So, like my discipline grew from like you only got to be disciplined for 2 weeks. Now I got to be disciplined for like 5 weeks, and then I go on a win streak, and I got submitted again in the third round in the last 30 seconds of a fight that I was winning the entire time. All my boys were there watching. My sisters and my family were there, and bro, I'm dominating this guy the whole time, and as soon as it happened, I'm like, I mean. That fight wasn't really about my discipline. I made a stupid mistake and I got caught, but like I could have been like sharper, Like I was like at ease because I knew I was gonna kick this guy's ass. But like, I even felt sorry because this guy, he was even like, I forget, bro. I want to say he was like 5'5". He was super short. He was like I could walk up to him and go like and put my head like on his chest. I mean on his head, my head like that. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna murk this guy. I feel sorry for him. I remember saying that. I'm like, I feel sorry for this guy. I'm not gonna hurt him.
Yeah, I have a theory on that, bro. Like sometimes I think it's better when you have bro. Sometimes I think it's better when you have like those hard challenges where like you're more sharp. You know what I'm saying? Than like I'd rather fight like a really tough guy with a good record than like some fucking kamikaze dog or whatever. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, you know what I mean? Yeah.
But it was great. That's great because you know what? If I would have kept on that cocky attitude, that with that win streak, thinking I can't be touched. It wouldn't put me into that. I don't want to say scared, but like I guess
that tighten you up. Like
yeah,
that.
you gotta like almost like if I'm being delusional, like if nothing could happen to me, you know, like if I can't get caught, like I didn't analyze like the risk, and I didn't analyze like where he's good at and where he can actually do, you know what I mean? And it made me grow. So like now when I had like a tougher fight like in combate with that Mexican dude, you know, I'm like I analyzed myself. I'm like, you know what? I was sharp there mentally, and I got more disciplined, you know what I mean? And then, you know, even when I still learned another lesson, like I need to start hitting the weights more and doing these sprints, you know what I mean, and work from Monday through Saturday, and not just like Monday. You could take a break on every single Thursday if I want, you know what I mean? But like no, like I'm like, bro, it requires everything, bro.
Everything. It's a full-time job, dog.
It's a full-time job, yeah.
And at the highest level, bro, you gotta hit all those. You gotta I think it's just about checking all those boxes, you know. And it's hard, but you gotta figure out a way to do it, you know. Like, cause the problem is everybody's doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
all the good guys are. That's how they get there, man.
Yeah.
And,
but they said like the mental, bro. Some guys have mental coaches too, bro. Like, you know.
Yeah.
These guys, I was telling you, these boys in New Zealand, they do the swimming therapy. They do the swimming underwater too. Like, it helps them with their focus, because it helps you with their
focus. It does. It does. Subconsciously, it helps you, because if you start tripping out and flipping out underwater, like you lose oxygen. Like it taught me something else too. Like if you act sporadically, when you lose energy that way.
Yeah. It's all about being like relaxed and calm, you know.
That one of their quotes is, you know, find your calm in the chaos. Yes. And bro, what better way to find your calm in a fight? You know that a fight is chaotic the whole time.
That's all fighting is. Learning. All fighting is just learning how to like be calm in the because it's like, bro, there's so much going on, dog. You got the people, the crowd, the boo, you know, there's so many emotions that you gotta factor in, bro. It's like even at the lowest level, dog. You know what I'm saying? Even at an 0-0, it's like these guys are dealing with more pressure and crazy.
It's all the same.
Anxiety than 20 and fucking 2 guys, 20 and 20, 20 and 0 and 13 and 1 have the same anxiety. It's like the same factors come into play, dog. You know, and you don't know how you're gonna wake up that day. You could train every day, have an amazing, and then that day you wake up, your stomach hurts, you got the shits, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the nerves is one. Dealing with the nerves is a lot of the game, you know? I remember you saying that's what's good about the shakeout. Sometimes if I wake up and I'm like a little bit like, fuck, you know, like you just know you got a battle in there. Yeah. You can do a big shakeout, you know, like you hit the pads real crisp, and it kind of like relaxes you, you know?
Yeah.
I remember for my 1FC debut, I was very fucking like, I was like, focus. You know, I woke up that morning and I wanted to sleep the whole day, dog.
Those are big arenas too, right?
Those big arenas. My 1FC debut, and then like I remember all my boys came into town that day, but like everybody was staying in my fucking room, dog. And then like I kicked everybody out, and then everybody kept coming out, and I'm like, I'm trying to sleep, you know, all day. Man. I'm trying to sleep. Dog. I'm like, hey, stop knocking at my door, dog. And then
like on fight day?
Yeah, on fight day, dog. I told everybody to get out, and then like my coach was staying in my room. And then my coach's friends came, and then they were looking for my coach. And I'm like, yo, stop fucking coming to my room, you know? But
it's hard to sleep on fight day.
It's hard to sleep on fight day.
I don't know about you, but you know, you shake out in the morning, and you go eat, and you take a shower, and then you try to get in bed, and I'm just sitting there with my eyes closed for like hours. Like,
yeah, it's not really a sleep, right? What is it? It's like you're just fucking like.
You know, Ray says, like I've said that to Ray, I'm like, man, I didn't sleep this morning, man. I didn't take a nap. And last night I didn't sleep well. He's like, it's okay. Like you're resting. Trust me, it's okay that you're resting. I'm like, all right, I'm starting to believe it. I'm starting to believe that I'm rested. You know. Yeah, but
that night before you go to the night of a sleep is so weird, right? Because like you weigh in, you're so happy, you weigh in and you finally eat, and you're like, but you're not over. It's not over yet. It's like this weird it's like this weird victory. It's like a victory that's not a victory, dog. Yeah. Like you make weight, and then it's like, all right, and you, especially when you fight with your boys and shit, everybody gets on a scale. You guys make weight, you go eat together.
Yeah.
And it's like it's just so good, but you're still so far from the task at hand, you know.
Sometimes I envy normal people. I'm like, you guys are so lucky. You know, you get to go to your job, and then you go home, and you get to knock out
and
so
just
easy.
Fucking watch. No, they get to go to work every day.
You could just put your head on the pillow and knock out, huh? Like you're so lucky.
Not going to sleep without knowing somebody that wants to fucking knock. Yo, it's such.
Exactly, man.
It must be so good going to sleep knowing that somebody that wanted to knock your ass out the next day. Like waking up every morning and everything you're doing, you're like, yo, is my opponent doing this? It's like it all fucking factors in.
Sometimes I don't feel like I'm in the same world as other people.
Oh, for sure.
Because the way just my nerves are always like on. Like there's nights where I'm just there, just like not even sometimes when I don't even have an opponent, I'm just thinking about like, man, am I gonna make it? You know what I mean? Am I wasting my time? But then I gotta psych myself out of it, man, because like Conor McGregor, John Jones, like all the greats, and like they've all been there. They've done that, but what they didn't do was quit.
And
they
the
kept
mental.
going, even when it seemed like they should have. Like Conor McGregor used to be like a plumber, and you know, like he was broke off his ass. You know, like he stuck to it, bro. And look at him, man. You know, I'm sure he's had the same thoughts.
Muhammad Ali, dog.
Yeah.
All the greats. Look at all the greats, and look at what separates them from everybody else. It's their mental, bro. Like McConnor, McGregor, John Jones, Muhammad Ali, bro. If you told them there was a guy on the earth that could beat them, they wouldn't even believe you. They're like, nah. Like, they really believe that in their heart. They're like, nah, there's no way somebody could beat me in a fight. Like,
you gotta be like that too.
You have to be like that.
You have to be a little delusional.
You have to be delusional. You have to be so delusional that you're fucking crazy, dog.
Because you know what? Technically speaking, maybe I should not fight and I should just go get a regular job. Like, I have hookups. I could go and I could become a firefighter, a police officer, like or a park ranger. Like, and those jobs pay fucking bank.
With
man.
Insurance, good money, fucking a house,
here
kids.
now they're not even requiring a degree anymore for a fire department and police department. I'm not gonna say which one because I don't want you guys to steal my job. That spot's for me if I need it. No, I'm kidding. But like I can definitely just quit fighting and go live a normal good life doing that with money in my pocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
like I don't have any kids or any obligations like that. Like. I can have a good life right now, but no, I love this life.
With insurance, dog.
With insurance.
Imagine
what is
getting a check every
insurance?
week, bro. And then, bro, if you win and when you fight, dog, if you win or lose, depending on your contract, you only get half. What is this half, dog?
I know.
What is this bullshit? Who invented this fucking mumbo jumbo, dog?
Yeah.
Who the fuck was like, all right, you're gonna fight, and if you win, you're gonna get more money? It's like, no, dog, hold on a sec. You're not training any more or less because I'm getting too happy. I'm talking too loud. You're not gonna train any more or less because you fucking want to, because you like, you're not gonna train any lighter because you're gonna get a full 15K instead of like 7.5 or something, you know?
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? Who invented that mumbo jumbo, dog?
Yeah, man. That's the worst feeling too. Like, I remember when I took my losses in Vegas specifically, I saw them, circle one side of the check and then rip the other half. I was like, oh my God, I needed that. I think, are you sure you just can't just write that to me anyway? Like, that's the worst feeling, and that wakes me up too. I'm like, damn, man. Like, I didn't even get paid that much, bro, and like I got paid less now. It was like that shit adds up, and it sucks, bro.
So bad,
and then to
man.
keep going from that is like,
no. And how much you pay for a camp? How much you pay for a camp, dog? Like, yo, you gotta buy. Like, you're training for a fight. So all your money's gonna go on food, dog. Most of your shit's gonna go on food and recovery.
Bro, I feel blessed too. Like, for that same reason too, because bro, my teammates and my coaches, they help me out so much. Like, now it's gotten to the point where it's much bigger than just me. Like, these guys have supported me too,
Yeah.
Freaking giving me money to get food, groceries.
Shout out to the people like that, dog.
Pick me up to go to and from training. My boy Mark used to pick me up every single day. Pick me up every single day and night, twice a day. Pick me up, drop me off. Pick me up, drop me off, like twice a day.
Yeah. Shout out to Mark Loretto.
Oh yeah, that's my boy, man.
Mark's a legend. I gotta get him on the. I wanted to get him on the. Wait, he had a title. Or did he get the title shot, or like he had a big fight coming up? I was trying to get him on the pod. I think he had a title shot or something. I don't know.
He had it fell through though. It was for, I think it was for.
Yo, Mark is a
Samurai,
fucking grinder, dog.
I forget.
He looks so good. Wait, his last fight, he's on a little win streak right now, right? Or he had a nice fight. His last fight with the highlights. Fuck, I love watching that guy fight.
He just picked up 3 or 2 wins. I think he's on a 3-win streak right now.
Bro, how he's really coming into his own, right? Like, I've seen that guy fighting from the beginning, dog. Like, oh, man, back in the day, dog, he's just grinding, chipping away.
Veteran, man.
And I love his veteran style, dog. He's so crisp and clean with it, like,
He's a fighter's fighter.
He's so calm in the pocket, dog. Like, he'll fucking boom, boom. He's in some slugfest, dog. Just gritty as fuck,
That's one thing I love
He's
about
been
him.
down, he's been out, he's been up and down, he's been everywhere, dog. That guy, there ain't nothing he hasn't seen in that fucking cage, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking huge fan of Mark, dog. Yeah, that's my
he has
dog.
a lot of experience and a lot of lessons in there. And
bro,
he's a good guy to have in your corner, man.
I love people like that,
He's
dog.
another truth teller.
100%, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, Mark is, Just from us talking, you can tell,
Yeah.
Stop sucking Mark's dick, alright? But shout out, as our dog. I gotta get him on the I gotta get him on next, dog. You know.
He's a great talker too. He's very intelligent.
Yeah.
You have a good conversation with him. Yeah.
He's helping you get ready now in camp and shit.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you
always.
guys.
He's always in my
And you're like
in
immediate
my
fire
sparring.
guys, you
yeah,
know?
my immediate fives. Yeah.
That's dope, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, so how'd you like fighting for the Double Down FC? Fucking great show, right?
That was cool, man. Yeah, I haven't been in front of like the a crowd in a while, and like to have all my boys and my family there, and like my friends from the gym.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was cool.
It was rowdy. It was great.
Yeah.
Big stars came out. $2. A bunch of people at the fight.
Yeah,
Zach,
there
you
was.
know?
I was
All the
surprised,
bare knuckle
man.
guys were there behind me. I forgot who else. Just
We
a
had some
bunch of
NFL players too.
yeah, dog. It was dope, bro. I got to call the fight with Shannon Crowder, bro.
Yeah.
That was the illest and realest, dog.
He's a funny dude, man.
He's
He was cool to talk
hilarious,
to.
dog. He's hilarious, bro.
He's doing it again, or?
I'm not sure. I hope so. You know, I reckon he is, dog.
He was cool to have there. You guys did good there.
Yeah,
Like,
fuck
and
yeah.
he kept it real too. Like he likes fighting and stuff. Like he's not gonna pretend like he's like an expert.
No, yeah, it wasn't faking the
And he
funk,
would like
you know?
he would like swing it over to you like, yo, so like this guy on top, like what like what's going on? Like, is he trying to hold him or is he trying to like set him up or something? And then that's when you would come in with the experience and the knowledge. And
Yeah, for
he's
sure.
like, all right, you know, it was cool to even listen to
Nice,
what you guys
man.
are talking about while watching the fights.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. The
So-
jiu-jitsu was tough. They had a lot of jiu-jitsu matches that day, dog.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gotta be hard having a show because I think they had a lot of fallout,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. They had like.
Oh,
like
and then
4
they had the
fights going.
storm. It was must have been a crazy week for them.
The
Must have
storm
been super
sucked.
stressed.
Yeah, I think the storm held back one fight.
Yeah, bro.
It almost held back mine, but you know,
Oof.
luckily my manager had somebody that lived right next to that dude. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna pay you, man. Just drive this guy down and come enjoy the show."
What are the? Yo, how
lucky,
fucking
bro.
crazy,
Lucky,
dog.
man. And like we're trying to get me out until the next level, man. And like
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
to fight for that.
Yeah, and then it's hard at
So
your level
3
though. It's hard.
dropouts, the freaking hurricane. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, bro,
Bro,
it almost didn't happen, but it did.
yeah, getting into the UFC, man, like a lot of times people don't know like how hard it is, especially in America, dog. I was just talking to my boy Luch about that. Like, so many pullouts more in America, dog. Where I got very fortunate, bro. I had like, man, I was out there in Asia, but bro, there was fight shows all the time, dog. Like you can like just go to China and stay there and fight every week or fight every 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Now you might fight some good guys, you might fight some bums, but you're gonna fight. And that was like the game over there. It's like you're not always gonna get like grade A opponents. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
Sometimes you're gonna fight shit guys. Sometimes you're gonna fight good guys, but you're gonna fight and you're gonna just like get in there, dog, and get that. You know what I'm
It's a
saying?
cool experience too.
It's
man.
an experience,
You're
dog,
like
you
a
know?
real samurai.
Yeah, I went on the
Traveled
road world,
traveled
dog.
all around the world on the road and fighting and eating different food and experiencing different culture. That's
I know.
awesome, bro.
It's a give and a take. 'Cause I feel like I sacrificed like a lot of like leveling up, like just having like one coach, like sensei, like bring, I kind of like
Yeah.
went the road warrior way is dope. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be really disciplined. I recommend that route. You just gotta be like really, really, really on point and like fucking ready for it. 'Cause there's gonna be like a lot of things and
Because you're
distractions.
fighting guys like that's where they live, so they're comfortable and
Yeah.
they got their schedule and their way around. They're like
Exactly. Or sometimes,
on it.
and you don't have your
not
coaches a
skipping
lot.
a beat. Yeah.
Like half my fights was with no coaches or just with, like I was saying, with my friend. You go with you take a fight, but like they're not gonna fly a coach.
How'd you feel? How'd you feel?
It was
at,
good.
Like, fighting without a coach.
Oh, bro, I've done a few of them. All right, one time I went to China and I fought on a transit visa, and then I had a guy that I knew from America that was living in China coaching for the guy that got me the fight.
Okay.
So then he's like, oh, and then when I see my boy, I'm like, yo, Gio. I was like, oh shit, my boy Gio, dog, was out there living in
world,
China,
man. That's
bro.
awesome.
He's out there just fighting. And then, bro, it was that was a fight that I took on like 1 week notice, and it was a crazy hard fight. But that guy, having my boy in my corner, got me through that fight, dog, because I took the fight on short notice. The first round, I thought I was gonna submit him. He got out. And then I rocked him, and I thought I thought I was gonna knock him out, and then I thought I was gonna submit him, and I blew my wad a little bit. I was kind of tired, He's like, yo, how you feel? And I was like, yo, I'm fucking gassed. I was like, yo, I'm tired, He's like, all right. He's like, just relax. You won that round really, really clearly, dog. He's like, yo, you blew that round out. He's like, yo, just stick and move this round. And it's crazy. That fight is when I learned how to when I found out that I have 'cause I never really threw kicks.
Right.
And then that second round. He's like, yo, just hit him with your low kick was landing good. He's like, yo, he doesn't have a response for the low kick. Just low kick him and move the whole round. And I just fucking low kick got pretty out of shape. Just low kicked him and move, low kicked him and move. But because of having Gio in my corner, bro, he got me that W because I listened to him. And in the third round, I got my second win, and I fucking put it on him, dog. So big one round, had to take a round off, and then come back and win hard in the third,
You did that, man.
But it was my boy that fucking.
Your boy was there too, but
I got lucky.
that's all you, man.
You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Yeah, like in my amateur, I had to go. I had to do like maybe 2 or 3 fights like on my own.
Yeah.
Because Ray Manolo couldn't go with me because like it was like a flight.
Oh fuck!
And
amateur, bro, for in the beginning, that's way harder, bro. That's way hard. That's way crazier, dog.
Only paying for the fighter.
Oh shit!
And then on one of them, they weren't even paying for my flight, so I had to like hitch a ride with one of the guys that were bringing the cage up there.
Where was it at? Like in Florida, like in the
that one that I had to hitch a ride was to Alabama,
bro.
And then to go to New York, I had to. They only only one guy, which is you, and
Bro.
And Ray Manolo were like, bro, I don't know if we want to pay for the flight. They're not even gonna give you like money for us to eat and all that. And I was like, you know what, guys, like, let me go alone. I'm gonna go get this for us. Like, forget it. You know what I mean?
Any young amateur fighters coming up, bro? You guys want to learn? Listen to these, relax and take notes, cause my man's spitting game right here, bro. Yeah. You want to be a fighter, dog? Everybody, I hate these fucking, I don't want to hear no excuses, dog. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I started competing at 22 years old, bro. Like, fucking got a lot of fights real fast. Bro, like, you got to find a way, like, cause you hear that, pull-outs and shit, bro. You're out here buying your own flights. Bro, you got to do it. What do they say? Like that saying, you got to, putting in the work, dog, you got to put a lot of investment in yourself, Like, bro, you put investment in your own career, doing that traveling, dog. That's wild, dog. Traveling for amateur, no money, That's like when we used to drive around and compete. For free. And you're fighting for free. Yeah. And then for jiu-jitsu, you're paying to compete. You know what I'm saying? But that's how you got to do in the beginning.
So, like, as an amateur, for me, like, I was, because I loved it.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do this. Like, so, like, my goal was to become a pro and get paid. But I didn't even know. Even when you turn pro, man, like, when you first start off, you're not making enough to pay rent. Hell no. Especially in these times, in these days. So, like, that's why Manolo tells the truth a lot, too.
Yeah.
Because, like, you want to fight, like, it's not that easy. It's probably not even a good idea.
Yeah. it's weird.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's on some real samurai, like, hippie shit, You really got to be ready to, like, put this in. And you got to love this shit.
It has to come from you.
Yeah.
Like, for somebody to push you into fighting, that's kind of fucked up.
And no, but
like, hey man, become a fighter. Just do it. Just become a fighter. It's a cool life. Just do it.
Yo, Conor McGregor changed that type of fighting forever though, because you got guys now that they just think like this. They think fighting is like money, like red panty night type shit. Like everybody wants to be like social media. Like this is what's annoying nowadays, right? Like you got a lot of guys like they got all this work on their social media. They got all this work on all this shit, but they're like, yo. But you gotta do it now. So
bro, thank you for bringing that. I hate that too. Like, people are always telling me, bro, why don't you post more, take some more reels, and post some more pictures? Because I'm just like, that shit doesn't matter to me, man. I'm thinking about this guy who wants to tear my head off. I don't want to post a picture like this one day, and then after my fight, I'm not that dude that I said I was on the gram, or because I'm posting it because that's what you want to see.
Yeah, it's hard.
The post will come, and I like it better this way. I don't like posting myself. I like posting stuff that other people post about me, or like I like it when somebody else is taking my picture. Like I stopped taking my own picture. You know what I mean? Like I like people doing it for me because I feel like I'm not being cocky. Like that was my problem. Like I don't want to be cocky on Instagram and then I get bad karma. This is what you get for thinking you're the shit. You get your fucking shit split in front of everybody, and now you're not that guy. Now everybody knows it.
That's like we were talking about before, dog. Like the Sugar Sean factor,
Yeah.
But
he earned it though. He
gotta,
went out there.
Yeah. But then sometimes you gotta do it. You gotta be like, yo, I'm that guy, and like whatever, we're gonna figure it out.
It just sucks to
fuck those people talking shit, dog. Right? We all should live like that, though. We all gotta be that guy, dog. It's a reminder to ourselves. Every morning you gotta wake up and be like, yo, I'm the goddamn GOAT, motherfucker.
Hard,
Let's
man.
go.
It's hard to do that.
I know.
I'm not on that big level yet, so it's like if I'm posting now, it's just me being cocky. I'm like, oh, I'm the best fighter in the world. Like, I fought nobody in the UFC yet. What the fuck am I even talking about saying I'm the best fighter in the world? I feel like I am, like, in the featherweight division, like, I'm looking at Diego Lopez, like, Brian Ortega fight. I'm like, man, I can compete with these guys. But, like, I don't even want to say it. I don't want to say that right now. That
but you got to look at those guys.
Not even in there. I'm not in the league yet.
True,
but it's my goal, though.
Yeah, man. Damn, there's some big ass here. Yeah, you're big, dog. How tall are you? You're
5'11".
5'11". You're right. Fuck, man. I can't believe Diego Lopez was taller than Brian Ortega. I never realized how big he is, dog.
Yeah,
Ortega's pretty tall. You see them weigh in? His nose was higher than Ortega's.
I think Ortega is actually short. I think he's like 5'7".
Oh, no. Nah, no way.
Or,
I thought he was tall, but maybe that's just because Volkanovski's fucking like 5. No, Volkanovski's 5'7".
5'7".
Yeah,
okay.
I think, he's pretty tall. I think he's 6 foot, dog. Ortega, you know?
Ortega 6 feet?
Yeah.
Nah, no way. He can't be.
For real?
I think
He
I
might
saw.
be, dog.
I
He's pretty
remember
big.
seeing it. Like,
'Cause
on
Max Holloway is pretty big. Is Max Holloway 6
Max
foot?
Holloway, he's 6 or 5'11".
Oh,
I mean,
shit,
I think he's 5'11" because I know the
Oh,
featherweight
word?
division. I always look at those guys.
Damn, that's dope, dog. That's good stats for you, bro. Because you got her long as fucking lanky right now. I'm telling you right now, the other fucking guy, you're wiry, dog. You know.
Yeah.
All right, so the fights. You saw the Sphere?
Yeah.
What you think about the Sphere, dog?
So yeah, the Sphere is cool, man. I saw
It
the
looked pretty
Sphere
dope,
when I was
right?
in Vegas when I did BJJ Worlds. Like we passed by it and
Yeah.
it was awesome, man. That thing is huge and it's like 4K pixelated, a million. It was when I saw it. It was a forest like display, and there's a bunch of like bugs flying around and like little animals. It was super trippy. I was like, damn, this is cool.
Vegas is crazy. Everything looks like an optical illusion, dog. It's like
Yeah.
the desert because everything's so big. Everything looks mad close. Like, oh, that fucking casino's right there, and then we're walking
Yeah.
for like 30 minutes. Like, yo, where is this?
Yeah.
This isn't right there.
I felt like such
it's
an
mad
idiot,
far,
bro.
dog.
I
fuck
was
that
there with
place.
Ray, and I was like, wow, man, like all these buildings are so beautiful, bro. They're so well put together. Ray's like, what are you talking about, bro? Like all those buildings are like that's not even real fucking rock. That shit is like plaster. All these
Bro.
buildings are fake.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And I was
it's
just like
it looks like a Legoland.
Damn.
It's like a Legoland, dog. You know,
There's
but
shit
it is
around my
beautiful
ears.
though. No, it's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, I know what he's saying. It's true. Like, it's
But
not
like they were well put together
Yeah,
and
bro, it's
like,
not like
like
he-
structured and stuff. It
because
looks
he's
awesome.
thinking like Italy, like Germany, like old Germany that's like 3,000 years old.
'Cause
You
they
know,
got like the big buildings with the nice pillars and they're like chiseled and cut and they got the arches. And
In
I'm like,
Vegas?
wow, look how fancy.
Yeah, it looks
look
amazing,
Look at this
bro.
architecture. It's so amazing the way it was built. He's like, bro, it's plaster, bro. It's fake, bro. I was there like, all right, leave me alone.
yo, it looks like Vegas looks like they just it's literally in the middle of the desert, so like, it's all
the middle of
fucking
nowhere.
desert,
Yeah.
and then all this crazy nice shit.
Yeah.
That's a wild place.
I remember
Pretty cheap,
flying
though, you
in
know?
there, man, and looking down at the desert and
Yeah.
shit. I'm like, bro, this is where people go to die.
Yo, what about when you get off the plane and you feel like you walked into a sauna? When you
Yeah.
get off that shit, I never felt that in my life, dog. My boy Shay came from England. We went for the Volkanovski fight. Which one was the one in Vegas? I went for 2. We did Volkanovski Holloway 3, and then Volkanovski. But the first time, I was like, I felt like we were like, yo, we're like in a sauna, bro. It was
Yeah.
like real hot. But
That's
then
how it was the first time I went. When I lost in Vegas.
Oh,
I remember,
did you feel
bro,
like? Is it
the
hard?
vibes
Like,
were crazy. I was like, when I stepped out, like it was dry, and
Yes.
that's when I had that thought, and I was looking down, like, damn, this is where people go to die.
Yes, bro.
And little did I know, I was gonna lose that fight. And I'm already thinking, like, bro, this place is hot.
it's
Like,
so
who wants to
fucking-
live out here? This is where people go to die, and then boom.
Dog, you can't smoke
just-
nowhere, dog. It's fucking weird. It's like weird. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, when I went there, they had legalized weed, but then you can't smoke nowhere, dog. But then everywhere hotels like no weed, no weed. I'm like, what the
two
fuck's
times
the
I
point
went,
of
it was
this?
already legal. The 2 times I went, but the first time I went, I lost the fight, and I was sad. I'm like, smoke my joint.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
No, but they had dispensaries already. When I went there,
Yeah.
they had like I never seen that before. That's the first place I went to where they have like legalized weed, where they had like dispensaries everywhere, you know.
Yeah.
But you can buy the weed everywhere, but then nowhere in no casino you can smoke. So it's like you have to go outside. I always have to
There's
go
like
there.
designated areas.
Yeah, you gotta
but
go
like
mad
now you
far,
can just
you
like walk down the street and smoke that, you know?
No, for sure. Outside, you smoke anywhere, but you see signs here where don't smoke. And then I see like a homeless. I was like, you see a big sign like no smoking in this area. And then it's
I
like
actually
a bunch
got
of
in
homeless
trouble
guys.
at the hotel because
Oh,
like
word?
I stepped out there and like I guess there was just that one spot you weren't allowed.
Ah.
The officer was like, dude, can't smoke here, man. Like, look behind you. I looked. There's a sign right there. No smoking. I was like, sorry, I'm not from here, bro.
I was staying in the New York, and yeah, same thing. I was there, like a big sign behind me. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, it was funny.
You know, there's mad homeless people there in fucking Las Vegas. It's crazy,
dude.
bro.
They're all
It's
they're all
crazy.
doing drugs like
I do
in
not.
front of
Not a fan, bro.
Nah,
Homeless
I don't
people,
like
and I
it.
heard I don't want to go nowhere, dog. We got a problem with that shit. And then we went to CVS. No, we went to Walgreens, right? And I'm with my boy Shay from England. And
That's the hangout spot for all of them, huh?
bro. And then we're in the Walgreens. So we're walking, and we're like fucking mad. And it was my fault. I got a hotel. I was like, when I bought the hotel,
You're not staying anywhere nice, bro. Good
dog.
luck, bro.
I bought the hotel. It said it was like 1 minute away. It was like I thought it was like 1 kilometer away from everything close.
Yeah.
She was mad far. And we're like on the end of fucking Vegas, dog. Where all the homeless
Why
and
does it
crazy
seem so-
dodgy casinos
a
are.
mile there feels like 2 miles. I don't know
So
why.
far, yeah. Everything felt far.
Yeah.
But bro, I'm walking with my boy Shay into the Walgreens, and I'm like, and when I see all the homeless people, I'm like, yo, You ever seen those videos of the people going into Walgreens just stealing everything and they can't arrest them because
they don't do shit. Yeah.
They just let them go. And my boy Shay's like, what? Because he's from England. He doesn't know about this shit, right? I'm like, darn, I don't know. He's like, you don't see? I was like, I'm watching all these goddamn right-wing guys, like all my fucking typical liberal, all these conservative Instagram channels that I follow, dog. They just show all like the Walgreens in Philadelphia and all the stores getting raided. And I'm telling my boy, I'm like, yeah, dog, they don't stop you if you steal. You can just take whatever. And then people like, they don't do shit. My boy's
if
like,
I worked there, I'd be like, I'm not getting paid extra to fucking
No
stop
way.
you. Go ahead, take whatever the fuck you want. I'm not gonna stop you.
Hell no.
Stab me, pull out a gun for this job, like, whatever.
Or like if
Can you like trip me or something? Like get like what do you like a workers' compensation or some shit? Like hit me one time, bro.
Yeah,
one time,
for sure.
One time in the stomach.
Man, I told my boys, so I always thought that if I saw that shit, when I used to see those videos, I used to be like, I'll fuck somebody up if I saw that shit happen. Bro, we're in the CVS, and the lady's like, sir, stop. And this fucking guy did it right in front of my boy, right? I told my boy about it like 5 minutes before, and then we're in the CVS. He's like, yo, it's happening. And I'm like, oh, shit. And this fucking homeless guy went in there and tried to take like 50 beers and like his shirt, and they were all falling out, and like they just let him run out,
I would do the same, bro. Like I could
happen right in front of me, dog.
I'm not gonna stress anything that I'm not getting paid for.
Hell no, bro.
Like that, yeah.
My brother works
I'm getting
for,
paid the same whether you rob this place clean or not.
Yeah, like go ahead, dog.
Yeah.
Fucking old cap, like when you get those security guards that like they want to be police officers, like
super cops, yeah.
These fucking super cops, like dog.
Not me, man. Not for
Who
me.
the fuck? Like, man, just keep driving, bro. If I was a security guard, I'd let anything, every shit happen. So much crime would happen under my wing.
Plus, like I'm scared to come in contact with any of those type of people because like in Vegas, like all those bums are out there
and they look strong, bro.
Yeah, and they're all shooting up like right there, and the police kind of just let them.
It's weird.
Like when I was there for the World's tournament.
Yeah.
Right, I stayed at the Strat, nearly right across.
That's where I stayed.
Oh, you stayed at the Strat.
That shit's mad far from the MGM though,
yeah,
dog.
So we're like at the beginning.
Me
of
too.
The strip, or at the end. It depends
cheap.
which way you're looking.
I think it's at the end, dog. That's where all the homeless people are, bro. That shit is crazy out there,
okay,
dog.
so it's at the end.
the corner? Or? Yeah, I was at the Strat. Because they got that sign, welcome to Vegas. And right after that sign, they're all out there, dog. And
literally, okay, so you know what I'm talking about.
I bought fucking fake weed, dog. I got fucking sold fake weed at one of these
the Delta 8 shit, or?
I don't know, dog, but this fucking
Mr. Nice guy?
there
Or
was
who knows?
yeah, bro, but it was like it wasn't a real, it was like a fake dispensary, dog.
Oh, what?
And then, I bought it, and then the guy next door was like, hey, man. He's like, yo, that shit's fake. Don't buy that. That's CBD. That's not a real dispensary. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Oh, hell no. I went to Cookies when I was there. So
me too.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah, I went to a bunch. There was one by the Strat, like, more down I walked to,
Yeah, the Cookies was like right, like 2 blocks down.
Yeah.
The Cookies.
That Cookies was crazy, right?
But yeah, those bombs, they were just right there in front.
Right there, dog.
Right across the street, just like, you could just see them like,
yeah,
playing with shit over there. I'm like, what the hell are they doing? And I'm just there, like, looking at them. Like, I was just being super nosy, bro. And there's also characters, too. Like, there's people, like, laying down on the grass, like, on some other shit.
It's weird, dog.
Like, if you just like, listen to what they're saying, they're talking some crazy shit, man. It's super entertaining,
Some homeless people talk. Hey, the Strat was dope. The Strat had that nice pool, though. They had, like, a pool. We were chilling there. And then, I wanted to go up with my boy and have like a steak dinner, but we were running late for the fights,
I think we went in. I'm forgetting. I think it was December. I forget what time Worlds is, but it was a little. It was cold when I was there.
Oh,
it was like medium, kind, almost hot during the day, but at night it got cold.
Yeah.
And like it was tolerable. And then we went out to the desert, and we saw the desert. We climbed up a little mountain, and we watched the sun come down.
That's dope.
And that shit was cool. Like we saw the sun like come under the mountain range.
Oh,
and then we saw the darkness creep in. Super eerie and cool.
The desert is dope.
The desert is a cool
and
place.
Vegas at night, I remember like one of the after parties, like I was just like in some taxi fucking we went to some weird strip club, dog, like in the middle of nowhere, like.
Right.
And then I finally left everybody. I was like, all right, I can't afford this anymore. All these guys, they all just fought and got money. I was like, all right, I need to go home.
Vegas was fun, but like I already got my share. Like 2 days, 3 days max.
Oh, you gotta get the fuck out of there, bro.
And then I'm out of there.
Bro, the first time we went, we stayed there way too long, dog. Yeah. Oh, my boy Shay was like, he's staying. I can't even. All right, we're gonna have to fast forward. I can't. Yo, he was fucking like I'm like, yo, why you staying here till Monday, bro? after the fight, like, yo, we're all leaving Sunday morning. He was like, he had his flight.
Man,
He was gonna leave. He thought we were gonna like hang out all day Sunday, bro. After the fucking fights on Saturday night, after that night of like partying, bro. He booked the ticket. He's like, I'm booking it. He had to book it. He booked the ticket. He left early, dog. He had to leave a day early. He had to get the fuck out of there. I was like, yo, I left a piece of my soul last time I went there, dog.
If you look around, like people are there for like
that's a
3-day
place
to make money, or to get,
or they got stuck there.
or they got stuck there, or they're just getting based out of their mind.
Yeah, bro.
Like I would never want to live in Vegas,
bro. And what about well, I heard outside is nice, cause like, all right, Vogue fights are all the time, right? Yeah, like Vogue fights are all the time, and they always get like a dope house like on the outside, where like there's a lot of cool shit.
I'm sure there's nice areas of Vegas and stuff.
But it's super cheap. That's the thing, though. Like, it's cheap, bro. Like, way cheaper than America, you know? I mean, America. Way cheaper than Miami, dog. We went to some... And they had, like, a lot of the good, like, all-you-can-eat sushi for, like, $40 a person, you know? Pretty good shit, but... Yeah. But, yeah, Vegas was crazy. Mad hot and super sketch, dog. Super sketch.
It's cool.
But all the gyms are there. All the fighters are there. It's like fighter university there, though. You can go to, like... You can go train with goddamn our fucking people's champ, Sean Strickland, dog.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what a year for fights, dog, since I've seen you, bro.
Yeah.
Duplessis, fuck.
Duplessis got the belt.
Yo, he's a bad motherfucker, dog.
He is, man. He's
awkward,
ugly.
Fuck that.
He's a goer.
He's a bro. That guy didn't take a step back. He was throwing that high kick at Israel all the time.
Bro, it's that shit you can't teach, bro. It's that switch. He turns it on, and bro, he doesn't care if that punch is ugly, but he's strong, and if it touches you, it's gonna move you. And he's gonna just do that the whole time.
Did you see his fight versus? Did you think he beat Strickland, or did you think Strickland beat him? The first time I saw it, I thought Strickland won. Then I rewatched it. I thought he did good, but everybody's saying Strickland won.
I can see how they gave it to Duplessis.
He did more shit.
I want to know who the judges are and what their
credentials are.
Exactly. Like, do they even fight?
I have no idea who these people are.
Because I feel like some judges watch fights and they just like watch it and they're like, this guy looks like he's doing more, even though he missed a lot. But Duplessis is like, he made bigger movements. Like, his punches are like, boom, and his kicks are like, whoa, you know? Yeah. And maybe it just looks like he's doing more, all right? And, like, when somebody throws a punch kick at you, you gotta, like, who throws a punch kick? Like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, you gotta get out of the way. Yeah. But, like, if he keeps doing that to you, it looks like he's controlling you. So it's like, but he's not touching me, though.
Exactly. No,
you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's...
Strickland's good, bro.
Strickland's good, yeah.
Yo, he fucked up Paulo Costa, bro. He ran through Paulo Costa.
Yeah.
And then...
He stalked him the whole time. But Paulo Costa, I feel like he didn't turn the switch on. Like, bro, you're going to get hit.
I don't think Strickland let him. I don't think Strickland let him, dog. You know? I don't think Strickland let him. He just kept the pressure.
Strickland must be a strong freak. And
he just got like a crazy big jab and head movement. Bro, Duplessis fight, he was smashing Duplessis in the first 2 rounds. Yeah. And then when he got cut, he says that, I believe that shit.
It was a headbutt, right?
He got a headbutt, and he started bleeding like crazy, and then he lost 2 rounds, but then he got it back in the 5th round. So I thought he won 1 and 2 and 5. But I can understand how Duplessis won, because Duplessis did more. He did takedowns, kicks, and punches, where Strickland just punched. That's the problem with Sean Strickland, dog. He's a little bit one-dimensional, you know?
That's what I say. That's exactly what I say.
Shoot. You're not going to beat a guy just jabbing you. I love him too, bro, and he does win. He's good. And it's amazing how good he can do it just with a couple basic punches. Yeah. And like a really good check, like a really weird teep, like a staggering teep, like a gutting teep, you know?
He's good at fighting to win, I feel like. You know, like he doesn't really take risk. Like no, he does only like if he hurts you, he'll explode on top of you. But he should do that a little bit more because he'll probably get a for sure. You know, a finish rather than dragging the fight out and just winning the fight, you know?
I'm excited for that rematch, though. That's going to be huge, bro.
Duplessis and Strickland.
Strickland's going to be a dope fight. There's a lot of great fights coming up in the UFC, bro. Yesterday's UFC no chip card. All right, yeah. Oh, man, that one guy, the second to last fight, oh, my God, the fight before Ortega and Zellweger. The Mexican versus Argentinian guy, that was crazy. That guy was training at Boxer for a little bit. I seen him out there.
Who? The Argentinian
Zellweger guy, the Mexican guy. Yeah.
He's actually signed.
I think you guys are the same manager, or you guys signed to the same manager, or connected?
Same company, Upper Sports Management.
Yeah. There you go. Shout out to Upper Sports Management. Yeah. That guy is an animal. They're both animals. The Argentinian put it on him.
He's only 25 years old too.
The Argentinian?
The Mexican.
Oh, the Mexican.
Zellweger.
And the Mexican's so tough. And The other guy just had
They
more
both
output.
got
The guy had
futures
more
for a
output.
while.
The guy had like a lot of nice body shots and fucking overhands. Like, man, he was ripping that body shot, but Zeluber had no step back, dog.
Yeah.
And then at the end, he was just throwing super chin, bro.
Yeah.
But you can't take that many hits. Like, you can't have more fights like that. And that chin's
Yeah,
like a-
the Argentinian caught him, and he had him against the cage for that short amount. And he
Oh,
hurt
that's
him.
right.
He hurt him,
was
and
just
he
going
made
like
that.
this? Remember when he was just doing the movement? Like,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. He just kept
Oh,
bobbing
fuck.
and weaving and bobbing and
He was
weaving.
just going on
yeah.
pure instinct. He was in big trouble, bro.
Yeah,
he
he
stayed
was
alive,
hurt.
dog.
Props to him for
Yeah.
digging out, because like we see it all the time. Like people get hit, and they're like, "Oh fuck this," and they take the knee down. With the
Yeah,
head down
yeah,
like this.
yeah, yeah. No, they just go.
They take
you know?
the TKO.
wasn't
He was
having it.
like, bro, if you see that too, like he gets hit, and like he was out on his feet, because
Bro.
like you can see him looking down, and like you can tell that like Zellhuber is the type to not like fake his emotion. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So like he was out on his feet, because like if you see the replay, he gets hit and he's like looking down for like 2 seconds. He was like, like, oh, I'm back.
He came back.
Oh, I'm getting hit, and he started doing his bobbing, and he persevered, and he got through that. That was crazy to see, and like, damn, that's a guy who wants it. That was
amazing.
cool. That was a great fight.
It was a great fight. And then
He got fight of the night.
Oh yeah, for sure. I was gonna say that got fight of the night. And then Diego Lopez, Brian Ortega. That was an amazing fight. I really wanted to see. And I was super disappointed when Brian Ortega pulled out the first time. You know. But I had a feeling Diego Lopez was gonna put it on him, dog. He's
Oh,
just
I
a little
knew
bit
it the
more
whole
well-rounded, bro. That guy has
I had
good
him.
striking.
I
good
had
defense.
Lopez on my parlay.
Oh yeah, what did you put on your parlay?
So
Did you put Sugar?
no, I see. Well, so with that fight, I put them to go over 2.5 rounds. So
Oh, so you got
hit,
that?
boom,
Oh, fuck,
I hit
nice.
that one, and then I picked Diego Lopez.
Dope.
I picked Rolando Rodriguez,
Dope.
the lazy
He
boy.
won.
He's also on upper.
Yeah.
And then Valentina and Grasso, I put them to go over 2.5 rounds.
My dog.
It hit.
Hey, good shit.
And
You didn't
then
pick a
I
winner for
picked-
Valentina or Marab.
I didn't pick a winner for that.
I was so torn for those two fights. I really had no idea, bro.
And then I picked Diego Lopez to win.
I picked Diego Lopez. I said I went against my heart with Marab. With Marab. I mean my heart wanted Marab,
Yeah.
but my brain was saying, "No, Mali, he's too young, he's too explosive, he's gonna get it done." But I should have known better. Marab the grinder, and the way Peter Yan ragdolled Sugar Sean on the wrestling,
Bro,
I was like, Marab's
I
gonna
know.
eat this guy. Yo,
I hate
Peter
to sound
Yan,
like a hater, bro.
I don't want to sound like a hater,
but-
bro. But Peter
yeah.
Yan, Sugar O'Malley, he got a gift beating Peter Yan. He got a super gift on that fight. The only good thing about that fight is he went. The
They
only
didn't count
impressive,
Jan's wrestling into
At all.
They're like, yeah, he took him down. Let's
he
just forget
controlled
that
him for like
part.
12 minutes.
Yeah.
The only good thing about that fight is that Sugar Sean showed me that all right, his chin is unbelievable, and he can strike with everybody. Because I was not expecting him. I
He
wasn't.
can
I-
definitely strike. Yeah.
I was not expecting him to go that close. I thought Peter Yan was gonna mop him, dog,
Me
on
too.
the feet.
Me
Like I
too.
thought Peter Yan was too smart, too
I
fast.
thought that fight they were even on the stand up.
They were even on the strand
But
up,
then the
but it wasn't even
wrestling-
close.
The wrestling should have
Been
proved
a
who was the
complete
winner.
over, yes. So when I rewatched that, I was just watching. I was like, "There's no way his grappling's gotten that better." And
O'Malley
the knockout
didn't
against,
believe he won
and
at the beginning
and he was
when
so
he was getting his hand
gassed.
raised.
He's
Yeah.
so lucky. I don't know how they let that. Like he couldn't have had that. He skipped every wrestler in the ranking to fight his best matchup.
Yeah.
He skipped every wrestler to fight a little because
I was
Peter
gonna say
Yan.
that.
Peter
That I
Yan's
didn't
a
wanna sound like a
25er.
hater. Yeah, he
I
skipped
gotta
over a
be
couple
it. I gotta
guys,
be it. I
man.
gotta do it.
Sandhagen
Bro,
versus
when I
O'Malley,
relooked-
we gotta see that.
Dog, when I relooked at Marab's record, I'm like, holy shit, bro.
Yeah.
How the fuck did O'Malley get a title shot before Marab? And you look at who they fought. Marab beat Marias, Aldo, bro. Like 3 former world champions. I forgot who else I'm missing. Right?
O'Malley didn't fight Aldo.
O'Malley
I don't know.
skipped. How did O'Malley
He
not
moved
fight?
up, right? Aldo moved up to 45.
Not 35.
He's in 35.
Bro,
Okay.
Aldo
Yeah,
went
come
down.
on.
How do you not fight Aldo? You don't fight Sandhagen. You don't fight any grapplers. Anybody who could sniff a double leg on you, you don't fight.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And then but he's a genius, dog. Sean O'Malley's smart because he picks his opponents, right?
Mm-hmm.
He calls out Sean. He calls out Peter Yan. He's like, all right, I'm going to call out the most highest ranked guy who's a striker. So it's like the highest ranked guy was... But he skipped the line. That's the thing
Yeah,
about skipping
yeah.
the line.
He
Like, Peter
skipped-
Yan fought all those wrestlers. Peter Yan fought all the former champions and got to where he's
Now
at.
we're
on that
gonna
spot.
see if O'Malley gets back to the belt. Then he'll have
then
absolutely all my respect.
Okay, you're right. But dog, here's the catch, right? He couldn't stand up after the Peter Yan fight. And it was only 3 rounds.
Yeah.
And you're lucky by the fight gods that that wasn't a 5-round fight. Because Peter Yan would have ate you, bro. Peter Yan's
True
a 5-round
that, man,
fighter,
true
you
that.
know? Then he fights for the title. He got that one shot on Aljo where, fuck.
It's hard to say that O'Malley got lucky because it's a fight. Like, there's really not a lot of luck in fights because nobody ever just goes like this and I got him. You know, we're looking at him and we're trying to punch him. So when you try to punch somebody and you do it and they get knocked out, it's not luck.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
I got a hot take though. Yeah. And even though UFC and Dana White don't like it, I think it's more impressive to fuck a guy up for 15 rounds than to get a one-shot knockout in the first round.
Yeah.
Is that a hot take? Is that weird to say? Like, yo.
No, I feel that.
It's worse to get a decision, but it's kind of better because it's like, yo, I fucked that guy up. There's no decision. Like, if you can, like, I don't know. The opinion took it to him, bro. I rewatched that fight. I was like, this is crazy, you know? But I do give it to him, like, he fucking hurt Peter. We've never seen Peter hurt on the feet. And he fucking pushed him to the end.
And it wasn't even, like, that bad. Like, you know, he hit him.
No, he didn't go down. Yeah, he just fell.
And then he recoups right away.
That big knee.
Yeah.
No, then he wins a title, and he handpicks his opponent. Genius, bro, because he fucking extended his title.
As a champion, I guess you get it.
Yeah,
you get
he's
to get
smart,
that
dog.
Way.
So think about it.
Who else? Umar Nurmagomedov.
Oh my gosh, yo.
I want O'Malley versus that guy.
I think they're just holding the belt for Umar right now.
Yeah,
because Umar's a nightmare matchup for Merab. Because Umar is bigger than Merab, just as good a wrestler, and
he's a better striker,
super
right?
elite striker, bro.
I want to.
That's gonna be a crazy fight.
What can O'Malley do against that guy?
Yo. Merab,
I mean, I don't want to sound like a hater, but like, bro, you skip these guys and
you skip these guys. Now you're in trouble, bro. But he's gonna have. I guess it's good for
viewers, you know, and I guess what the UFC wants. I guess that's the privilege you get when you bring in viewers and you're bringing in money.
You know, I feel bad. I'm one day if I want to train with him, I'll get him on the pod. I don't want to find this shit and be like, yo, what the fuck, dog?
I always think about that. Like, oh,
damn,
when
bro.
I'm in the UFC, they're going to be like, hey, I'm not going to be your friend because you said this
when you're in UFC, there's no friends, dog.
No, hell no.
You're just going to be there. Yo, that's all the competition when you get there.
That's also why I like my gym, too, you know?
Yeah.
You got a small little gym,
you don't need
protect
nobody.
your secrecy.
Yeah,
you know?
dog. You don't
nobody knows what we're doing, so.
Bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so, 135 is stacked right now, bro.
Yeah.
I think they're all holding the belt for Umar. Oh, I just want to tell you, the Valentina fight.
No.
I heard everybody was talking shit. I guess if I didn't know her, I would have been talking shit too. But, bro, I rewatched those first two fights with Valentina and Alexis Grasso. And, bro, I trained with her for so long. I'm like a good friend of her.
With Valentina?
Yeah, I know her.
Awesome.
So,
I love Valentina, bro.
She's my favorite human, bro. So, like, man, watching her last two fights, I don't remember them too much because they were spread over such a long period of time. But I was really nervous about this fight. Merab, Sean O'Malley, had no idea who to pick, even though my heart was going towards Merab.
Same exact. Yeah,
my heart was going to Merab because I was just thinking, bro, the way O'Malley, the way Peter Yan took him down, like, there's no way this guy's going to do this again, you know? But then he knocked out Aljo, so you're like, all right, he can do that again.
I already knew that O'Malley's only chance was to knock out Merab.
For sure, bro. Yeah, you're not going to grind that guy out.
You're not.
Yeah,
see, he's got a lot of doesn't grapple.
And
he doesn't wrestle.
I don't know, bro. You're right, dog.
He doesn't look physical. He's not strong.
I was just gonna say, dog. I was gonna say, it's crazy, bro. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I'll fucking double it now. I'm talking mad shit now, but he's good, and he's.
Bro, he had no. O'Malley had no response to this guy's wrestling. As soon as Merab got on his legs, he was like, "Oh shit!" He flailed over.
Yeah.
Even when he was on the ground, he had no concept of what to do.
And
it's like he's never wrestled a day in his life.
And Henry Cejudo said that. Henry Cejudo said in a podcast with Usman that. Word around the streets is that O'Malley is not having a good. He's not getting up off the ground, and bro, when Merab took him down the first round, I was like, all right, this fight's over. So when he took him down so easily, I was like, oh, this is Merab. He took him down, like I'm talking about, straight through. Yeah. I was like, all right, that's Merab fight. I mean, Peter Yan got up way more than him, and Peter Yan was fucking. I think he was compromised that fight, bro. Yeah. Something was, I don't know. That was not the Peter Yan we're used to seeing, dog. And I got some intel.
After that when he got disqualified for that knee to Aljo, I feel like that did something to.
He had a hard time. He had a hard rough. He had a little rough patch there,
Yeah, he hasn't mentally.
Because then he got robbed by Aljamain in fucking Jacksonville. I saw that fight live. I don't know. Aljamain's Yan too. Mm-hmm. I was there for Volkanovski was the main event. He fought Korean Zombie. So I saw that fight live.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
I thought Peter won, bro. Aljamain just held on to him for 3 rounds. It was so boring, He didn't do not one thing of damage. I thought he won. They gave it to Peter, right? Mm-hmm. Then he got another fucked up decision. Then he got oh my God, bro. Dog, Aljamain Sterling, I thought he won. Sean O'Malley, I thought he won. And then and then I think he was kind of over it when he fought Merab. He was already on a 2-fight losing streak. Yeah. And then I got word on the street. I got some intel.
Yeah, that hurt him, yeah.
We trained in Thailand together. Thailand's a small place. I got some intel in his camp that I knew some shit about Peter Yan for that fight that I want to see a rematch. And he got up really easy from Rob. He got up super easy every time. He just kept getting taken down.
He was hindered. He was injured or something.
Yeah, something was definitely off. And I got some intel on that fight that he was not in the good training spot.
Was like one of my favorite fighters because, like you said, there's no friends in the UFC. So like I stopped idolizing. Like the last person I idolized was George St. Pierre and John Jones. You know, and they're not in my weight class. Like even when Conor McGregor was up on the on the come up, I was like, don't like him. Don't like McGregor. You have to fight him one day. Don't like that guy. I was like, damn, this guy is kind of cool. He's making it happen, bro. Look at this guy's life. It's inspiring. I'm like, snap out of it, bro.
That's so funny.
Go kick his ass. But man, you know how it is, man. Mad respect, always. Yeah.
Peter Yan, I've known him. I met him when he was like 16 years old.
Really?
The little Russian kid coming over, fucking everybody up at Tiger. And who the fuck is this kid? But that's one thing. I love that guy, bro. Like I got a lot just from his work ethic and training. You know, I know like sometimes people like talk shit about like Aljamain and the New York crew. They hate him, dog. They're always talking shit about him. You know, but he's a good dude. Oh, but the Shevchenko fight was my most impressive last night. Everybody was saying that shit was boring, but bro, she made all the adjustments.
She surprised me. She came out with the wrestling game plan.
And with the boxing, bro, she was getting boxed up the last fight, but this fight, she was in the corner, dog. She was in the pocket throwing down, you know?
I'm so happy she got her belt back.
Yo, it's very rare.
Retire now with the belt.
I know, but she's that bitch. She's crazy. She's like, I'm going to keep fighting. She does. Yeah. She looked better, bro. I don't know. She looked like more like I don't know. I feel like she's in a good place,
she had like
bro.
clear skin and like
right?
I saw her abs. I'm like,
bro,
damn, she's cut up.
That's what I'm saying.
She didn't
skinny
lay off
in the last two fights, bro.
She actually probably trained harder. Like she stayed the way. That's awesome. She didn't like get undetermined from the loss and she kept at it. That's awesome, man.
Nobody's been able to get their belt back, bro. That's when you make real legacy, bro. Muhammad Ali legacy. Like if Izzy would have beat Duplessis, he would have done Muhammad Ali status because he would have been a 3-time champ. Because, bro, people forget. Izzy won a lot, lost it, and got it right back. Yeah. No matter what he does or loses.
Or how about Pereira? But he didn't win it back against Izzy.
Pereira's not a 2-time yet, though. No? Because Pereira, he never lost his 85. Oh, no. No. He's a 2-division champ, but he's not a 2-time champ. Okay. There's not a lot of 2-time champs, bro. Randy Couture, GSP. Remember GSP got knocked out, got it back.
Yeah.
Bro, recently, it used to be if the champ got knocked out, he usually got it back right away. But recently, bro, nobody's done it in a while, dog. Let's see now with Volkanovski. Hopefully he can get it back. I don't think Sean's going to get it back. Aldo didn't get it back. I don't think
Sean's going to get it back.
Aldo didn't get it back. I don't think Merab's going to get it back. I think Umar took that division over, you know?
Yeah, Umar, he's gonna hold that shit down, I think, man.
Hell yeah. Anyways, all right. Now we've had a little bit more time, but we're still playing on...
Yeah.
We're teetering on danger zone right now. And I know we got a good pod right now, so I don't want to fuck it up. Yo, Justin, thank you so much for the time, my brother.
Always
October
a great talk
5th.
with you, man.
Yeah, this is dope. We're going to have you on for all the fights, dog. This will be like, and we're going to see. As you get to the UFC, the podcast is going to be blown up.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully
they're going to go back to this one day. They're going to see this all day.
Exactly. Hopefully
what up, Slick? From the past. We did it, baby.
Yo, I got it. When you do your UFC debut
next time.
When you do your UFC debut, I'm gonna do a hotel locker room fight week like I did with Volkanovski and Izzy.
Bro, hell yeah. And you could come train with us, man.
Yes, yeah, no, for sure. I want to go do some sparring with you guys on Wednesday. Give you some looks. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Hell
so I can be a part of this greatness, dog. I want to be part of the world title, baby. Let's go, dog. Man. I cannot wait. Yeah. I'm excited to call your fight, dog. It's gonna be dope. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to follow Justin. What is your Instagram again?
SlickJ145.
SlickJ145. Honey Badger Hour. We are out.